Right, we should be live.
Yeah.
The thing's moving. But yeah, the thing's moving. We're live. Right. Welcome everybody. We're going to do our first session of The Wilds Beyond the WitchLight. No, The Wild Beyond the WitchLight. I always put the S on it. Yeah, we're just starting out. It's a 4-player group. We've got myself, a half-orc barbarian. We've got Dave playing.
Yeah, I am a Ganassi druid.
And we've got Tom. Tom?
Tom? Yep, that's it. Thank you, Fluff. I'm just playing a human wizard.
Oh, good old human wizard. And we've got Bulverick.
I'm playing a good old Haragon Bard. Is that right? Haragon?
Yeah, you're a Harangon, you're a rabbit.
Rabbit. Yeah.
Or rabbit.
Why did they just call it rabbit?
Well, because they can copyright Harangon. And then Ross is the one who's going to try and wrangle us all into some form of being good.
And good luck to him.
Yeah. Or shenanigans of some description.
Game on, yes. As Spencer Yard Margs says, game on.
Hey, Spencer.
And we're gonna let Ross take us away into this world of imagination.
You're all right. Over the last few days, you've seen sort of various signs posted across the notice boards around the town of Candlekeep, looking for adventurers to help a mystical, fanciful quest. For whatever reasons you deem fit, you decided to go to the meeting point. You find yourself at twilight, sort of at the turning of a road in a forest. You can just see the distant spires of the great library in the background. The woods have something of an eerie, dead feel. You can sort of see lots of eyes in the trees that maybe are there, maybe they're not there. But this does appear to be where the party is grouping. Upon gathering yourselves, you sort of continue on down the road, and you come to a very small, rustic farmhouse. You approach the very run-down picket fence, only to find that the entire farm is filled with pumpkins, measuring at least 8-10 feet tall, and the same across. You do.
Do they look ripe?
Not quite. They've still got a little bit more growing to do.
I'll give it a little knock. And listen.
Is it hollow?
And then give it a sniff. And then listen to my stomach grumble. And then... Do I sense some sort of carnival food in the air?
I was going to say...
Is my attention distracted?
As you sort of begin knocking on the giant pumpkin, some pixies sort of come up from the sort of the plants that top the grapefruit, and it's like, do you mind? We're trying to nap up here.
Poor.
Is it ready to eat?
No, not yet.
Are you hungry?
Yeah. I grumble and sort of wander off towards where I'm supposed to be going.
Yes.
You approach the sort of the door of the farmhouse, and as you go to knock, the door sort of swings in of its own accord.
You knocked a bit hard.
Hands kind of go out.
Hello?
Yes, it's fine. Come in. I've been expecting you.
Okay.
I go in.
I need to
Waddle in.
Yeah.
hop in.
You go into a very lush, very pleasant sort of farmhouse. And it's very rustic looking. There's a huge sort of roaring fire sort of in one corner, and you see a very old man sort of sitting in the chair in front of the fire looking at you. He's got no hair on his head at all, but it's all in white plumes coming out of his ears and sort of falling out of his cheek. He goes, I am Madrick Rolfstow. Are you the brave adventurers who answered my plea?
We are the adventurers, yes.
Puff out my chest.
What about that first word, though?
Brave, stupid.
Not sure I'm supposed to be here. Just following these guys. Is it?
Where do you want to be?
Well, I was just wandering from the woods. Yeah.
I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be
Well,
because
okay.
I'm here.
I guess where I'm supposed to be as well then.
perhaps I have something that will sweeten the pot. I have a quest for you all, and
What was his name again? Sorry.
Madric Roslov, Roslof. Well, if upon successful completion, I will give you all of my worldly possessions, the farm, all of the magical items I've amassed over my many years of adventuring, all of the favours that I am owed. I simply need you to do a simple task for me.
Seems fair.
Seems a lot for a simple task.
Seems fair.
Literally about to say that.
So, Madrid rolls off. Is it all we can see? Or is there more?
So sitting next to him, there is sort of a giant, almost looks like a fluffy ball. You imagine there's a cat underneath there somewhere.
Do we get to keep that?
If he chooses to, three of you, the cat sort of just has very black, void-like eyes. They're sort of completely hollow. But to the Harrington,
So it
you
looks like
can
a normal
see
cat.
sort of swirling galaxies and constellations of the night sky in the cat's eyes.
Is the cat licking its lips?
It's just watching you,
Excellent.
staring at all
Does
of you
the cat have
intently.
lips?
Cheeks. Oh,
Jowls.
hey.
I'm a warlock and servant of the archfame Zibbelnier. She has guided me throughout my entire adventuring career and served me well, but in the last year I haven't really heard from her. Every time I use my powers, I don't get the sense of joy and happiness that I used to. It feels cold and distant. I have not long left on this earth, but I would like to make sure that my patron is alive and well.
So you just want to know if they're alive? Well, I was about to say up because I don't really feel like signing a pact with some patron.
You do not have to follow her teachings, just simply allow others to
Good
follow
old
them.
Archbane Silver Ear.
Sure. just sort of looks more hopefully, but you'll take on the quest then.
I mean, it seems to pay pretty well.
Yeah.
Seems
I mean,
Interesting.
to
Does
have
he
a good
have
time.
like supper on the go or something like that?
There's a smell of cooking.
Yeah. So
happening
what's
there.
in the kitchen is going to become ours.
Yes. He sort of just looks around at the wall. There's just sort of like very shiny
Everybody's looking
ornate
at like
weapons and sort of
yeah.
a big bookcase with great tomes.
And I'm
it's
just sort of like lifting the lid of the cooking pot.
You may have some stew now if
Oh, a down payment.
Yes,
I take a massive bowl of stew.
yeah, that's fine. It's pumpkin stew. It's quite tasty.
You want pumpkins?
Exactly. And I didn't have to stew it.
He just sort of looks at the rest of you slightly more appealingly, going, "You'll take the quest then," and then just sort of slightly alarmingly at the half-orc saying, "Yes."
I take the quest, but I can't guarantee I'll remember it by the time I finish this soup.
it sounds interesting. I think I'll give it a look.
Yeah, good way to while away a few years, maybe. You never know. Click the back.
How long are you thinking of doing this?
As long as it takes. I'm not too
2,000,
bothered. You know?
3,000 years.
And upon agreeing, there's sort of a bright flash of purple light, and sort of a big scroll of paper appears in front of him, and he's sort of suddenly holding a naked quill, saying, "This is the deed to the building and everything in it. I simply need to know the names of the brave adventurers."
1 second. Sorry.
All right. You are free to peruse the document, but essentially it does appear to be a legally
I've already
binding
signed
will.
it with my spoon of pumpkin.
Would you like
With his
to
DNA.
introduce your
So
characters
I am-
to each other and to
I am
Maverick?
Igo Batch. I am a barbarian who has made his way away from his father's village because his mother left me with my father, and they kind of don't really like this very tall, very big orc hanging around a human village. Who, as you've noticed, likes free food. And quite often would just, wander into people's houses and sit down for dinner. So I've been sent away as a, go out in the world and sow my oats, and that's me.
I'm Marius Ignis, and so I'm about 6 foot. For a human, you would say maybe late 30s, early 40s. Fairly ragged clothing, although warm and serviceable. Fairly long beard, long dark red hair, and skin is basically coal black.
Right then. So next to this fellow's fairly tall actually. There's a barely 5 foot tall little human wizard in deep red robes, a big red hat, absolutely bent over. His hands are all ink stained.
Gnarled.
oh yes, this man has lived a while. In his hand he just has this little quarter staff with metal ends to just use more of a walking stick than an actual weapon, just sort of to help his
We
back.
can split his
Yes.
quarter later.
You'll do no such thing, he says. And yes, of course, he is a wizard. And he's spent most of his life just deep in study, not really done much of anything, and so he's come out to try and...
He finally feels confident enough in his magical ability.
Exactly.
After 100 years, he's done all the prep.
He's in his early 70s, he just doesn't look it. He looks very bad for his age. Doesn't have much sunlight.
70 years hunting
He's only
the books.
20.
Yes.
He's the Hans Moleman of D&D characters.
Stand between you and any strong breezes, otherwise you're falling over.
Yeah, that's why I had the staff. Yeah, he needs the help. Yeah, has to make it 2-on-1.
Well, I am Act Anne Furhide. I am a Harrington bard, and I am all white fur with nice bright blue eyes. 3 foot tall. Yep. Barely tall. And he likes a good old challenge. He skips and jumps with every little walk and step he does. He's got a little...
Are you Scrappy Doo?
Am I Scrappy Doo?
I'm guessing with the way he's bent over with his staff, he's probably about the same height as you.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, so...
With the ears, definitely.
We've got the hat and the ears, that adds on like another foot each.
Yeah, so I am a bard of nature, and I do like a good dance, but I am really bad at singing. Really bad at singing.
That's good, because I'm amazing at singing.
So...
My circle did ban me from singing because the animals ran away.
But I think I'm good at it. Cool.
That's all that matters.
Have you heard of this thing called auto-tune?
I had wizards could do something like that.
Now
From
that's
here.
one hell of a use of prestidigitation.
Singing from a diaphragm all 3 foot of me. Yeah.
You watch as sort of Madrix scrawls your name sort of on this great long contract.
X as well.
Act dash.
You literally just do it with a cross.
With the spoon.
He
It's
sort of
legally
looks to you and
binding.
just makes a note next to it. He then scrolls up the piece of paper and puts it in the glass bottle that seals itself. And says, "Well, on completion of the quest, the bottle will break, and all of this will be yours." Zabulnier is the ruler of something called the Prismir, a region of the Feywild.
LP.
Zabulnier.
Silver ear.
He sort of looks and it's looking at no, I'm Silver Ear. It's just plumes of smoke, plumes of white hair. She rules over a part of the Feywild called the Prismir. There is an easy way to travel there, Every 8 years, our plane is visited by something called the WitchLight Carnival. It is there that the barriers between the two realms are at their weakest. It is only a day or so's travel from here. You must go to the carnival, find a way into the Feywild, and find out what has happened to Zebanier.
And that's the quest.
That's the quest. If she's in danger, help her.
In my experience of this type of thing, this should be a pretty easy quest to
Yeah.
ease us in.
And how much experience of this sort of thing have you had?
I'll have you know, this is my first job.
I've done plenty of these in my mind.
Have a deception
About
check.
years.
I would lie if I said that I've read a book on it.
Have you ever read a book?
What's a book?
Oh dear.
22.
Yeah, you come across as a very seasoned adventurer. Madrick is quite
We'll
impressed.
just follow
He's
him anyway.
Clearly picked the right people for the job.
Can I go on your shoulders? I'm a bit faster if I want your shoulders.
Okay, boss. Now you scream,
Ratatouille.
Master Blaster. Who runs Bartertown?
Carnival! Sounds fun.
It's been a very long time since I visited it, but
About 8
it's
years.
more like 60. Don't. It's not really my thing. It arrives every 8 years, but I don't go every 8 years. It's a very weird and wonderful place, and
You'll like it.
Have you been before?
Oh no, I've been far too busy looking at books under candlelight. I know enough for the both of me and him, so.
Okay, alright.
Sounds like fun.
it's a wonderful place. In order for the barriers of the realms to become at their weakest, the carnival must be flowing. Everyone must be having fun. Otherwise, you cannot get to the other realm.
Ah, so the more fun we have, the thinner the barriers between realms get.
As I understand it.
Sorry, I had a lucid moment there.
Are you alright?
More fun than your body can handle.
Well, while we're talking about this, I'm going to have a little bowl of pumpkin
Pumpkin
stew.
Have
but
yourself.
I'll slide him a silver coin for it as well.
Pick it up.
Yeah, he sort of looks at the coin and is like, that's really very unnecessary.
I mean,
have
it's just coming back to us once we finish this job anyway.
He's investing.
Yeah.
I don't do interest, you know.
It's only going to mean you pay more tax on it later.
Have you got change for a gold?
So, where is this carnival
Yeah.
going to be this time? I presume that he knows where it's going to be.
Yeah, he sort of points to a he points to a place, sort of.
Literally a sign that says carnival.
Yeah. On a map, so the
Yeah.
carnival's in sort of a big clearing, just outside the city limits. Sort of again
But it's
about
like
sort of
they've
half a day back.
Prepared
from
for
where
it
you
because
are.
they knew it was going to happen, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The carnival travels around the plain, sort of setting up near big towns. And
Yeah.
Sort of just happens to be here now.
What time of day is it?
At the moment, it's twilight, so it's in sort of the evening.
So we're going to stay here tonight and then go to the carnival tomorrow? Or is the carnival starting tonight?
The carnival starts sort of in 24 hours, so it's about 12 hours to travel there. You can stay here tonight.
You better off staying here. Nice warm bed.
Yeah, if that's okay with Mr. Madrick.
I
Yes.
mean, literally, his castle is our castle.
If
Not
the,
yet.
If the weather's not too bad, I think I shall sleep outside the farmhouse.
Oh, you'll all be sleeping outside the farmhouse. And he sort of looks to his cat and just sort of says, "Think about all escort you to your lodgings." And you go outside and Tinkerbell sort of taps on one of the on each of the giant pumpkins, and the door opens up, and there's some of them are actually sort of hollowed out, so they're full bedrooms with like guest rooms effectively.
A rabbit in the
I
pumpkin.
make eye contact with the fairies, all smug like.
They look remarkably unimpressed, just like, we know. Like, who do you think grew them?
In my mind, I'm superior. And that's all that matters.
You're free to ask Madrick some more questions. You're free to, or it's free to take a long rest or anything you wish to prepare.
Okay. So far down.
Right then.
Can you do us a favour, but just stick that in there for now?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Are there any other questions that you want to ask?
We just
Yes.
need to find out.
Yeah. How many square
What?
feet?
Well,
We just need to find out what happened to her. We don't need to rescue or anything like that.
Yeah.
We just need to give you the information on what happened
If
to her.
she's in danger, you should help her.
But if she's already dead, we don't need to, like,
adventure.
avenge.
If whatever has happened has managed to permanently
I mean,
kill
I'm not
an
saying that she is.
archfey, what do you
Archfey?
really archfey? Do you really think you stand a chance?
Yes.
I admire your confidence.
All the confidence of the first level.
Yeah.
I have killed dragons and slain kingdoms.
Yeah, a dragon
In his
flying.
mind.
And that anthill outside.
I'd like to sort of wander up to him some point a bit later when none of the others were a bit around and say, so you say you went to into this place about 60 years ago.
Something like that, yes.
Well, did you happen to have any sort of idea of a fountain of youth anywhere? Anything sort of like that?
No, there was an effect that could make you appear young, I seem to remember, but it was a very temporary affair.
What would it do to back pain?
I have something. Minor illusion, your wrinkles away. Don't work.
I've already been doing that the whole day. You haven't noticed?
So your moisturiser, your routine in the morning, you know.
No. I look very sad, and all of a sudden my face just becomes even more wrinkled. Now it's got ink splotches everywhere, and I'm like, what's the point?
It's a sort of, I'm afraid back pain is just a sign of us getting old. I have it too. It's one of the reasons I gave up being an adventurer.
I heard.
The arrow to the knee.
No,
It's still sticking out.
Just still spurting blood. I haven't found a healer.
I heard alcohol's good for that.
Temporarily, yes. But
If you keep drinking, you know.
that's one way to live your life. It's not a way I would
Happy.
recommend. Temporarily.
Not very cheap for somebody like me.
That depends what you're drinking, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure, there might be some mushrooms that you can pick in a forest or something.
You're free
I look
to
at the
lie.
druid.
I'm not
Is
that
that one
sort of
edible?
druid. I'm not that sort of druid.
Is that one edible? Try and see.
Same with real life. You're free
Gets
to
the
try.
notebook out. How are you feeling?
All mushrooms are edible at least once.
Yes, yes.
Is there any other questions that you have?
Not for.
I'm gonna sort of summon out my familiar and just sort of be chatting vaguely to a big sort of black owl that just perched on my shoulder now, just like
Tonight.
it makes me even more bent than this.
So
No more questions.
No, nothing for that.
I can think of.
you take a long rest inside your very comfortable accommodation that does smell slightly of pumpkin.
Do we level up?
No, you don't. You're now level 20.
No.
Oh, you heard it.
And you sort of wake up sort of about sort of midday or sort of mid-morning the next day, and Madrick is sort of standing at the gate, sort of outside, waiting for you to go.
Keep past your curfew.
As you sort of approach him, he says, "Remember, you'll recognise Zebulonir. She will look like a statuesque woman with white hair, with a chicken claw tattooed under one of her eyes. And I need all of you to roll a d8, please.
Chicken claw under one eye.
Chicken claw tattoo under one eye.
Tattoo. White-haired statuesque lady.
How many eyes does she have? You just want to
Two.
D. Sorry,
Just a
what
D8.
D8.
Statue.
Uno.
So,
Where's my D8?
as soon as Madrick describes this woman, you all have a memory that's dredged up from your past. Fluffy, when you were a small child, you remember a woman who matched this tattoo, reuniting you with a lost pet.
7.
It's 7. You fell into an icy pond and probably would have died if a mysterious woman didn't pluck you out and send you back on your way. Tom, what did you
I
get?
rolled a 3.
Woman matching that description scared away a bully who was antagonising you.
8.
8.
This was literally last week.
Again, these can be at any point. You remember sneaking into the WitchLight Carnival as a child and running into a woman matching Zebronier's description. She gave you a cupcake that made you feel extraordinarily happy when you ate it.
There's only a foot behind it.
Had those interesting herbs in it.
Had something in it. After that, you all sort of make your way through the woods to the Witchlight Carnival.
I'm not quite as fast as you.
It's riding on my shoulder.
Definitely not.
So again, you're approaching the carnival sort of in early evening. So the carnival, so the carnival will take place over the course of sort of early evening.
Evening's
into
the best
night.
time to get over there.
Twilight.
Yeah.
It's almost like it's magical.
Oh,
The first
sparkly
stars.
vampires.
The first stars of the night twinkle above the apricot sunset. Giant dragonflies whir overhead, trailing streamers, and a low mist curls over the ground. Through the floral archway, you glimpse the wondrous and vibrant creatures. Elf stilt walkers, dancing fairies, and painted performers. Everywhere there is laughter, pixie dust, bubbles, and a tune of a whistling calliope, which is a music. So sort of you're approaching, here as you enter the ticket booth. So one of you want to put, we can do sort of overworld exploration where one of you
Pull it this way
represents the
slightly.
entire party.
Yep.
So you will be at the
There we
ticket
go.
booth. A silver statue of a dancing fairy is mounted on the roof of this ticket booth and surrounded by fluttering butterflies. The booth is decorated with animated depictions of the night sky, with shooting stars arching across it. An elderly goblin perches behind the ticket counter, peering at you quizzically through a spyglass. He lowers the spyglass and calls out, "Greetings, fair goers."
Hey.
Hello. How much is it?
Tickets are 8 silver each for adults.
I'm not an adult, I'm a child.
He sort of looks out and is like, "Nah, you're an adult."
I don't feel like one, but yeah, alright.
I will pay my 8 silver.
Yeah.
And he's
Yeah, chuck it silver towards yeah.
worth the.
So he hands each
Presume
of
this
you.
gets us in for the evening.
Yes, so he hands each of you a ticket with sort of 8 punch cards around the edge. And he says, "Every attraction costs a punch. As soon as the ticket is used up, it will fly away like a bat." And then he hands over sort of a seemingly bottomless bag and says, "Go on, pick out a pair.
Okay.
Hair.
Go on, pick out a pair." And you pull out, and it's a pair of butterfly or dragonfly wings that you're sort of told to wear, so that look like they've come from a kid's dress-up box. It's like, they're proof that you've actually paid your entrance. You wouldn't want to get caught not paying.
Fair enough.
Absolutely huge on you.
Yeah.
Over one arm on me.
I was going to say. Can I fly now?
No, they are purely fancy dress. We are marking them with a Peter Rabbit 50p and a Mrs. Twibbly Wink 50p. So they were rather on theme.
Here and welcome gifts.
Oh,
So-
so that's how happy we are.
That one measures the carnival happiness, this one measures time. you will be able to tell the carnival happiness by what's happening.
Yeah,
Okay.
I kind of get a feel.
Yeah. People crying in your face means they're sad. I hate to break it to you all, but
The happiest place on earth.
This is Wizards of the Coast version of Disney.
I was going to say, we don't have a giant rabbit. Well, yeah, no, we do have a giant rabbit, not a giant mouse.
maybe. Enlarge and juice is a
Well,
is a thing.
Does it large goes one size up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I can become normal.
Just cast it twice.
Yeah, true.
So yeah, enlarge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I suspect there's nothing about you is ever going to be normal.
No. You are correct in that.
You're gonna turn into a 7-foot tall rabbit. We're gonna
Yeah.
call you Harvey, and you're a puka.
Not everyone can see you.
What weapon do you have?
I currently wield a great axe, I believe.
Is that a heavy property weapon? I don't think it is, is it? Been hilarious.
Hold this.
Because I've never played a small character.
So you said we've got 8.
So there is 8 hours. The carnival is here for 8 hours. Roughly speaking, one event costs a ticket punch. You are now free to go in and wander the carnival and see what you would like.
Was that 8 ticket punches?
8 ticket punches. So 8 each. So as you walk in, a 12-foot walking tree garland in golden ribbons marches down the thoroughfare. Emerald clouds swirl above the tree and rain down golden spinning sycamore trees. Fairgoers try and catch the seeds before they hit the ground. As the seeds gently fall, a chatty squirrel scampers along the boughs of the tree, handing dandelions to select passers-by.
I've never seen a tree do that before.
Squirrel!
Yeah, I spend my time in the woods. That's a new one on me.
As the tree sort of catches your group sort of staring, watching at him, and sort of runs over to you. And and in common just sort of says, "Hello, you look lost."
No.
We just got here.
Yeah.
Just
You're
come
intrigued. What do you recommend? Where do we go?
I recommend anywhere. You can come. You can come see me later.
If this was your first time ever being here, where would you want to go?
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. That's not going to be great.
Is there negatives on that?
Persuasion is... That will be an 8.
Got some kind of charisma.
He sort of looks at you and is
handsome.
he sort of looks at you and is a little bit put out, and he's like, "The point is to explore. If you truly don't know what to do, you can go and have a conversation in the gondolas. You can go hear the mermaids sing. You can go play with the pixies. Those are all fun. You can go race some snails if you want.
I'm gone. Snail racing.
I like the sound of that.
I'm pretty sure I could beat a snail in a race.
Yeah.
As you're sort of about to go, he
Yeah.
sort of bends down and sweeps his head sort of across you. Would you like to pick up a dandelion seed or a sycamore seed, each of you?
I will go for a sycamore seed.
Yeah. Dandelion, please.
Yeah, dandelion.
I'll take a sycamore then.
Can the two of you that went for sycamore make a dexterity check? And for the dandelion ones, after this session, I will need you to write down
Natural 20?
a wish
I'll take that.
for me.
A wish.
A wish.
Wait,
So you
went in and then back
make a
out.
wish, and the dandelion seed disappears after it's given to you.
Okay, so we need to make a wish at the end.
The two of you need to make a wish.
At the end of the session, yeah.
Nat 20 makes it 23.
Yeah, you catch the seed.
I got a 6.
You don't.
So you catch your seed goes up your nose.
Roll 2d8.
2d8. So just nick your...
Yep.
See if I can keep them in this time.
4.
Yes. God, that's horrible.
So 2 twos. So you catch 2 seeds in your hand. One of them turns into a golden piece, so 1 GP.
Oh,
Um,
he's already up on the deck.
And until dawn, you gain the following personality trait. I am easily amused. This suppresses all conflicting personality traits.
Pull my finger.
What do you mean? What do you mean gain that trait?
If you didn't already have it, you are now easily amused for the next 8 hours,
It's like in a
12
lot of
hours.
games where they tell you that you can take curiosity as a thing. It's like, I'm a player character. Of
Yeah.
course I'm curious.
We need to find the arcades with the dance machine. I'll be all over that.
First, we're going to go race some
Oh,
snakes.
yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure at least you and me have them.
Yeah. Kids
So-
having a feed park.
Where would you like to go in the park?
So I would like to go to the snail racing.
Yeah.
We followed the snail racing. Why not?
Full start me.
Where'd it go? Oh, look, pixies.
Well, do we stop at pixies?
Yeah, okay. Pixies. They can be mischievous.
So as you're walking through the fair, you sort of notice that it's kind of happy, it's kind of buzzing. You can sort of see people are sort of excited about what's happening, but it's nothing special at the moment.
Let's just got started. Keep it tight.
The grandstands next to this racecourse are filled with cheering fairgoers, ringing bells, swirling rattles, and waving flags. On the starting line, 8 giant snails are having their shells scrubbed by pixies. Above the circuit course, a wooden gantry hangs from the branches of a central tree, where 2 goblins officiate proceedings.
Okay.
Still feel confident I could take one.
Quite big. They're bigger than me.
You do notice that people appear to be racing on the snails.
But
Oh,
like,
can we do that?
fairgoers are racing on the snails.
Fairgoers are racing on the
Can we
snails.
do that? Can we do
Now
that?
I'm far less confident.
Turn into one. Okay.
Not
so,
till level 2.
So there's people in the stands as we walk
Yeah.
around.
There you
I
can
want to
clearly see there are sort of 2 paths. There's a path up to the stands, and there's sort of a path more towards
Like
snail
yeah.
enclosure.
The
race.
line for the ride or the line to watch the ride.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah,
There's,
no,
there's a clear place to go if you want to try and race a
I-
snail. Clear place to go if you want to just sit and watch.
I'm going to go and race a snail.
Do I see anyone placing bets on the snails up in the stands, or is there none of that going on?
Make a perception check.
You could always
There's
start.
always- There is, yes, I'm sure there can be.
Oh
I
no.
rolled a 2.
What stands?
Cataracts.
Have you got your eyes? You got glasses on?
No, I never
You
had
break your
glasses.
back
That's
as
the
you
issue.
sort of go to look, and it's like, oh no.
How he just sees the grass on the floor.
How busy is the stands?
Again, it's about half full. It's sort of again reflecting the general mood of
Outside of
the
Candlekeep, aren't
carnival.
we? So it's a big.
It is your outside of a relatively
city
big town.
You say that they're not like screaming, jumping for joy and that. They're just chilling out, watching.
It quite literally is sort of middle
Yeah.
on the happiness scale. So again,
It's just getting started.
it's just getting
We gotta put a
started.
show on.
That's exactly what I'm about to do. And so you're going to go race a snail.
I'm going to go race a snail. I
I'm
want to
also-
race
Is
a snail.
there?
Yeah, I'm
and
also
you must
gonna
be
go race
this
one.
hyped to ride the snail.
It's not.
I think I'm going to go rile the crowd up a little bit. You know, I'm going to go.
I'm just here to ride a snail.
You're going to... Right,
yeah.
in the stands. Come on, come on, come on.
Okay.
I hold my ticket out in front of the snail person.
Are you going to race a snail as well?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So the 3 of you that are racing a snail
I'm going in the stands.
join the queue, and you go into the stands and begin cheerleading. Make a performance check.
I'm going to. Yeah. You can't do it. No one can.
I go. He's our man.
Right, okay. Performance.
I guess,
15.
I guess this is going to be one of our punches. For
It is, yeah. So you watch as your newly found Harrington friend is sort of bouncing up and down in the stands,
I'm
He
gonna
look-
get into a cheerleader outfit.
Minor illusion.
So you can pick with pom-poms and everything.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
This is tail.
Okay, can the three of you roll a d8?
Okay.
And hopefully you should all roll different numbers.
Yeah.
So, if you rolled a 2, your
was me.
snail is Nimblefoot. What did you roll?
7.
Your snail is Breakneck.
I rolled a 3 again.
3. High Road. So Nimblefoot is blue, High Road is purple, Breakneck is red.
Oh, perfect.
And you're joined.
Go faster strokes.
You're joined on the starting line by sort of a very animated human who's like, yeah, let's do this. He does look like he's had maybe one
I
too
high
many.
five him
Okay.
as hard as I can.
High five to the face.
High five him off of his snail.
Doesn't quite work. He is expecting it. So, you're all on the start line.
Yep.
Can you all please make animal
How
handling
big
checks?
are these
Oh,
snails? Like,
So,
are my feet touching the floor?
absolutely not. So to put it
Okay.
in context, the snails, sort of about
Proper,
that big.
like,
Proper big.
talking like
Proper big.
Horse
What was it?
sized would
Yeah.
be, if not slightly larger.
dark. No, was it?
Go,
Never ending
go,
story.
go!
Handling.
Okay, so the successful DC is 12.
Yeah, ain't happening. I've even got +3 in animal handling. Ain't happening.
I got a 10.
I've got 9.
So you and particularly in the crowd can watch as all 4 of the snails sort of go off and just sort of seemingly in a line just sort of start all moving forwards as one of the goblin commentators is just screaming, "They're all neck and neck here!" And as they approach
No, we're
the...
I rolled a nat 1.
It doesn't matter. Again, the snails sort of have a
It's
minimum
under the-
speed.
yeah.
Oh.
Oh wait, they've got gears.
I'm in
And again,
reverse.
can you all make a animal handling check, please?
Oh, different dice.
Oh, jeez.
11 that time.
8th that time.
13.
Go the wrong way.
So the two of you, your snails are sort of still just sort of very slowly plodding along. Yours is starting, you're sort of encouraging your snail and it's starting to move forwards.
Oh.
The human that you're racing seems to be getting in the hang of this and he is outpacing you all. He's now sort of like 10 yards ahead of you all.
Boo!
I point at a Harrington in the crowd.
Yay! He noticed me!
And then can you all have another animal handling check, please?
That's better.
9. I'm definitely weighing down my one.
You are falling quite far behind the pack. You're starting to catch up a little bit,
19.
but you are absolutely catching
Come
up
on.
with the human.
It's this or it's escargot.
The human appears to be, again, he's losing concentration now, and as they pull up to the final corner, you now draw neck and neck. So you and the human are in first, you're sort of in the middle, and you're very much bringing up the lead.
I'm still having fun. Whoa, got a bit too fast here. Whoa.
Slow down, Ellie.
Come on, breakneck.
However, at the beginning of the 4th round, there is a problem.
Oh no.
Your snail gets a stitch and just retreats into its shell.
No!
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 For all intents and purposes, you are out of the race, unless there's something that you can do. You can try and make an animal handling check to coax it back out.
Oh, just trying to see what's...
I got a 19.
17.
So,
Could I talk to it with understand language, or is it a bit too simple for that?
a bit too simple for that. So you watch as the snails approach the final bend. Yours just shrivels up and goes inside of its shell.
Right.
Fluffy starts pulling ahead. It's determined to win now. David is neck and neck with the human, but the druid's got it. Druid knows how to deal with animals, and it's David who is first across the line.
As he goes over the finish
In your
line...
faces!
As he goes over the finish line, can I use my illusion to put a few fireworks going? Just like a few...
I can do that
as he goes
myself.
over. Even more. Even better.
That's not how you do it. Starts a fire.
Oh yeah, literally. Flame. Have you ever seen Laurel and Hardy Way Out West? There we go.
As the fire genasi is sort of celebrating wildly on top of the snail shell, one of the goblins that's sort of organising the event comes up and hands you a potion of advantage.
Ooh.
I believe gives you advantage on the next throw. You
He just took advantage of you.
Oh, lucky you.
You have won a prize, and
Potion of advantage.
an NPC came in second, so you don't get the consolation prize. You're still on the track. You're
I just say the fact that I'm still
can't-
riding my snail
I mean,
is the
If
constellation.
it was that tall, I'm struggling to get off it at the time.
no. You're gonna break your hip falling off.
A team of 7 goblins come to help you off.
Was the crowd nice and shouty?
The crowd was.
Yep.
Your snail antics don't appear to have increased the mood of the crowd, though. So that does move us into the second.
Do goblins come and help me off the snake?
Yes.
Thank you. I'll give them each like a copper coin. To
You
say
are
thank
helped.
you.
You are helped down by the very friendly fairgoers.
Oh, thank you.
I've never heard of potion of advantage before.
I will message you.
And I've got it on
Oh,
the
brilliant, yeah.
D&D Beyond.
It's like feather token. That was always a fun one. So we'll talk about it
There are a
afterwards.
bunch
Okay.
of different feather tokens as well.
Yeah.
It's like tattoos.
It's what John wanted to get the group once, and he's like, "Yeah, I want to get him a feather token," thinking it was a featherfall token, and I go, "Oh no, it's not. We're gonna have fun with this."
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun. That was fun. What can we do now? What can we do now? That was fun.
What we got next? You got,
I mean,
you got illusions, or?
So you can take a bit of a wander around some of the smaller stores that there are as well. There is sort of wandering music from the Calliope that you can try and find, or there are any of the named events on the map.
That.
So that is just wandering around.
I think we should probably keep Igo away from here.
There is an eating
No,
contest.
no, sorry, nothing with you, Igo.
Make a perception check.
Me?
Yeah.
Ooh.
No.
I'm not gonna see anything.
You hear a lot of talk about
Two
food,
others.
but
Food.
you don't really know where
I'm
it's
still
coming
going
from.
whee as I'm suddenly
getting.
getting that slight rush of wind through my hair.
Total, I think. Try and go up it maybe, so pop down to either the mine or the Hall of Illusions maybe, or
I like the sound of that.
it's quite close as well, so my back can recover a bit.
Okay, yeah, if we're going to go up around that way.
Have a look at some illusions.
All of illusion.
Illusions.
Life is an illusion.
What?
For all you know it is.
What's your name again?
Marius.
A wooden mannequin of a grinning raven-haired young woman in witch's attire and a green flowing cape hovers inside a glass cabinet. Atop the cabinet reads a sign, Tasha, the wizard known for her hideous laughter. A halfling couple hold hands as they approach the glass cabinet. One halfling is wearing a butterfly face paint as he drops to one knee and pulls a small box from his pocket. His sweetheart bursts into laughter and begins rolling on the ground. The halfling in face paint begins sobbing and darts into the nearby tent without getting his ticket punched.
Oh. She said no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, bless him.
He didn't get his ticket punched. How did he get away with that?
No ticket.
He's got a ticket. What would you like to do?
Well, how long is the queue to go into where he is? Can we go in pretty
There
quickly if we
isn't.
get it punched?
So there's one still rolling around laughing.
So one of the halflings is still rolling around laughing outside of the tent. The other one has run into the tent.
Oh. Yeah. What was in the box?
It was a wedding ring.
What's in the box?
Is she still on the ground laughing, or did she actually answer that?
No, she's still on the ground laughing.
Oh dear.
I'll give you that from context. You
Yeah. Can I prod her with the stick a little bit and be like, "Hello, are you in the queue?"
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh dear. Oh no.
Oh no.
Okay. That is a 18.
So as you approach her to stab her with a stick, you become aware of this sort of hideous laughter rattling in your ears. It sends a chill down your spine, and you almost start laughing, and you just catch yourself at the last moment.
Oh.
You do not
Okay.
succumb to the laughter.
So that's why she didn't say anything to the poor boy then. So
Make an Arcana check.
oh, I'm actually not too bad at that. Excellent. 10.
There's something probably maybe magical about this.
Maybe. Yeah. I say from my years of experience. Yes. So I'll guess. Yeah, I'm gonna.
You need to make an Arcana roll for that.
Hey, I'm very.
This
old.
is in the field. He's very used to laboratory work.
I know. Yeah. It's all starting to leak out the ears anyway. At this point, I'm very old. So. But I will get my ticket punch and try and pop in after the young lad. I'm guessing. So.
That's what it is, Ronnie.
Presume we're all going into the Hall of Illusions.
Yes.
Ticket punch.
Yeah,
As
look,
you-
let's not
yeah,
get
to
round and
punch.
getting lost.
This large tent is painted with a mural of shifting images that show grinning fairies diving into pools of colour. The helical stripes of the tent's pointed canopies rotate in spirals as the whole display seems designed to befuddle onlookers. A clown dressed in muted garb stands at the tent's entrance, blinking at you. And he takes your tickets, but he doesn't talk, he sort of goes... Sort of mimes everything.
I high five him, then low five. Then I give him my ticket.
He's sort of very confused and shakes his head and then just like... but then takes his ticket. And you go in looking for the...
I do. Yeah. I want to.
Well, I go in following.
Yeah. I'm old. I want
but-
to stick my nose in this.
We're following Grandad.
Trying my best not to have an epileptic seizure looking at this.
So as you sort of enter the Hall of Illusions, you pass a load of mirrors. But they show you as a baby. All of you, as you sort of walk past, you're standing in front of it, and it's showing
It's been a
you.
while.
And as you continue to go down
Just look
the hall,
the same, just wearing a diaper.
you notice that every mirror shows you at a different stage of your life. Can two of you make wisdom perception checks, or one of you make them at advantage as you are looking
I
for the
Got
halfling
a
in
decent
question?
number on this one.
Well, I'm
We-
not looking
if
for
we-
the
I'll-
person, so...
Quite, I'll let you do it with advantage. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do it. Yeah. You've got a good plus.
Dirty 20.
So after you spend sort of a few minutes running around this hall, getting a little bit distracted by seeing yourself as an old man and a young man, you probably don't see many of yourself that are older.
Tear up.
But,
As I see the young one, I tear up.
Yeah,
slightly.
you
not enough
do
mirrors
sort of
for
get
us.
caught in front of a mirror where you can see yourself sort of in your prime. That's very, very distracting from you.
Oh, that was 80 years ago.
Basically, his head on my body.
But you
I
find
didn't know it was that sort of
the
greenish
halfling
hue.
gazing, looking very worried into a mirror, sort of in one of the corners of the tent.
Have to go see what that mirror shows.
As you sort of approach it, you can see the mirror shows the halfling as he truly is in the mirror, but there's a little girl next to him in a pig mask that you don't see in reality. And as the longer you watch, the girl in the pig mask appears to be sort of pulling at his reflection, trying to take his reflection somewhere.
Can I sort of just prod him and try and break his gaze at this whatever's happening? And it was like, "Hello, Sammy."
He's just crying, pretty much.
Bless him.
He just sort of just looks at you, just sort of looks back at the mirror and says, "It's not worth it," and just carries on crying.
It is.
You know your girlfriend out there was ensorcelled.
Yeah.
Make a persuasion roll.
God.
I slowly pull out some popcorn as I'm watching this drama unfold.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be listening to me. 5.
You say she's not herself.
Hmm.
Have you seen the mirror? Everything's not ourselves right here. Look at that, look. I'm about a foot tall. That's not me. I am most certainly
A foot
some
and a
more
half
feet-
tall.
Yeah.
You still on his shoulders at this point, or?
As you are sort of accosting the halfling, you do notice that the girl in the pig mask in the mirror appears to be slightly retreating, sort of being slightly cautious of you guys.
So, can we tell if the halfling can see the girl in the big mask?
He can, yeah.
Okay. So, but we can see our own reflections. There's nothing weird about our reflections in this one.
Nope, it sees you as you are.
No weird funny children that I didn't know I had.
Not in this mirror. That's the next one.
Can I wave at the pig figure in the mirror, just like hello? What does she do? Anything? Or
There's
just-
no reaction to you.
Knock on the mirror.
I pick up the halfling and move him in front of another mirror.
Okay. In front of the other mirror, he sees himself with grandchildren, but no woman in a pig mask.
I pat him on the butt and say, "There you go."
Is she still in the reflection of the other mirror, or has she gone now? He has.
She appears to have disappeared. She didn't disappear when he disappeared. She disappeared.
After
He left, and then she decided to leave. So the very sort of portrait in Harry Potter just sort of walked out of the side.
Yeah.
Didn't get her soul. Is he still crying, or is he?
He
Just.
somewhat appears to be pulling himself back together now. Are any of you trying to help him, or are you just
Well,
sort of letting the half orc just sort of stand there with him?
I'm holding his head right up to the mirror.
I'm trying to cheer him up, but I don't have a pretty good way with people, so.
Yeah.
so.
Can I?
What are you talking about? He's happy. Look at him, he's happy.
I sort of got him to say, you know, Sonny,
No, he's-
I've been a wizard for a while, and I nearly came down with a laughing fit like she did. So there's obviously something weird there, you know. So just I don't know.
Laughing fit?
Yeah.
Wait, you mean she wasn't laughing at me?
No.
No, she was laughing at something
no.
completely different. It was a magical enchantment of some sort. Well, this thing's about Tasha here, the
She was laughing at
witch
us.
of laughter.
Let me have a look at that. Have you got the box? Let's have a look at it.
He
The
sort of
box.
hands you the...
Open it up. Isn't that beautiful?
Oh, that makes someone very happy in the future.
What's in the box?
Sort of sniffling.
Oh, better than I've ever had.
Tell
This
you
is-
what.
A persuasion check.
I hand it back.
Yeah.
I go, tell you what, take her to another attraction. Maybe the carousel.
Or
And
the
then ask her
gondola
to stay-
swans.
Or the gondola,
the
yeah.
gondola
Gondola.
swans. Very romantic.
He's a halfling. Go to the feasting orchard.
Yes.
Oh, ever some orchard stuff.
Orchard stuff.
Not that I'm not feeding stereotypes or anything, but halfling food.
You know that's a D10, not a D20, right?
Yeah, no, it's a D10. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm counting. I've got counting the
Okay.
Tickets.
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 Ah.
Just checking.
No,
so you're not rolling.
I deliberately got that out as a D10,
Okay.
so count the tickets on it.
I'm not rolling the hard table. What's going on?
That's not the one that's giving me the low rolls. I'm quite capable of that without it.
So I would suggest take your lovely missus to the feast and orchard as suggested and ask the same question.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure you'll get a different response.
Why are you being so nice to me?
Because if you're not
That's
nice,
natural. Yeah.
you treat someone like you would want to be treated yourself.
Indeed.
I don't want to be treated nastily, so I don't talk nastily.
Very.
Pat him on the bum.
I want to know how you got in here without having your ticket done.
Yeah, true.
Oh, Yeah, I did do that. Very confused and not a little
Don't forget to
unsteady.
get your ticket punched on the way out.
Unsteadily, he sort of walks back out to the tent. And
Yay!
the happiness of the carnival does go up.
Celebrate good times.
Come on.
So you are now in the Hall of Illusions. You can try and talk to the mind that sort of met you at the entrance, or you can look in some of the other mirrors.
Such a spicy conversation from that one.
So all the ones we've seen so far just show us at different ages, yeah.
So it shows you at different points in your life, different sort of parallel realities, different things you've never considered before.
You go and stand in front of a mirror and I'm 3 foot tall and you're 7 foot tall.
I like this one.
There are some that show you in sort of dramatic poses, others that show you in not.
That's my natural pose.
Yeah.
He's automatically doing that in front of each one.
It's a whole superhero.
The mime outside just sat there going, it's just normal mirrors.
He spoke.
He did not.
Look at my armour. Present.
Dunk.
It's the scene in the Rock movie when he's journeying to the centre of the earth and he's bouncing cherries off of his pecs.
And you watch Viva La Dirt League?
No.
No. It's like the video. There are a couple of guys that got these brilliant armour just doing the poses. Peasant. What are you on about? Peasant.
Shall we move on to the next area?
Yes, I think so.
Let's go to the bubble pop teapot!
Oh, is that like a cafe? I can use a drink now. Don't know if
Actually,
it's a
yes.
reward.
So
That's what I'm hoping for. Yeah.
we move forward an
Done.
hour.
Whoa. You mean time happens here?
Yup.
Can we find some candy floss or something?
Yeah, so there are
Some stalls and stuff.
a whole load of little small stalls.
Alright, we'll stop there, get some food and drink.
Well, whatever the equivalent of candy floss is in this place.
These punch things,
Wolf nipple chips. Get one there off.
is it just a card that they punch?
It's like an old school attraction.
Bloodstones.
Okay. So you don't tear her off and then
No,
they
just
do
got a
it.
little...
So you walk past the, so you make an effort to sort of walk past the sweet district. So you can see sort of candied apples. You can sort of see cupcakes in all manner of different colours. You can indeed find candy floss in.
Something I can eat
very
off a
different.
stick as I walk along, I think.
Yes. So you can either pay
I take
1
a
silver
cupcake
or
and put it on a
punch,
stick.
for one item.
I will
of food.
pay a silver. I will break the bank and pay a silver.
Yes. There are also a number of smaller games here. There is Owly Raj Ring Toss, Catch the Dragon by the Tail, Gnome Poetry Contest, Goblin Wrestling, Guess the Number of Feathers, and Outstare the Cyclops.
Goblin wrestling.
So you hear sort of a cry, "Strong folks, test your metal! I'm a goblin wrestler!" And you
Oh, he wrestles goblins.
nope, he is a goblin.
Well. Now I'm gonna get my punch card out and wrestle a goblin.
A goblin. So you walk forward and there's sort of a mud pit with sort of a rope round the edge. It's a very
Don't worry,
basic style.
I'm self-greasing.
And you walk in and there's a solitary, rather large goblin looking at you. Doesn't quite look like a normal goblin.
Basically an orc with a couple of fake ears.
Not quite.
Can I see if I can identify him? Or...
You can.
Yeah.
His name is Frank.
Curious,
But can you roll an athletics check, please?
Yeah.
I would have 7 to see what he was, but is he just a...
Goblin.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
21.
you very quickly sort of just walk in. The goblin walks over to you, and it's not actually that close as it turns out. And as you sort of knock this slightly.
Oh, we're wrestling on the floor, and I go, "You're going to realise in about an hour that I'm really enjoying this."
You're all going to realise very quickly it's actually two goblins in a trench coat. Two goblins together could not take on the half-orc, because very quickly and unceremoniously they're pinned. And roll a d8, please.
Cut me in half.
2! That is the third 2 in a row that D8 is wrong.
You are given a wooden wand with 8 charges. As an action, you can expend one of the charges to cast the Prestidigitation cantrip. After all 8 charges are finished, the wand disappears into dust.
Nice.
Did you say something about owl feathers or something?
Guess the number of feathers.
Guess the number of feathers.
So, birds of a feather? How about birds of a feather? Step right up, guess how many feathers festoon this fiendish fowl?
I'll give that a go, eh?
Okay. So, can you make me an intelligence check?
I'm guessing that's a
It is a punch, yes.
intelligence. Which dice are we going to use? Let's go for that one. 17.
You fail, I'm afraid.
Oh, that's a different one. That one.
Turns out this bird doesn't have any feathers.
It's actually a fish.
Yeah.
That's the,
What was there?
Fishy.
What was there? A rhyming one, wasn't there, or something?
there is a gnome poetry
No
contest.
poetry contest, yes!
Oh, the bards!
I'll have a go at that.
Sound the chime. It's time to rhyme. You bring the poem, we'll bring the knowing. It's
So
supposed to be
once
gnome.
was a rabbit with a habit.
So that will be 1 ticket, and that will be a performance check, please.
One step for mankind. 19.
Yeah, you win.
That's-
The gnome stands up and delivers a fairly good, poem, and then
Solid
the bard
stanza.
just comes up and it's just
The bard recites
The old beat
slam
poetry.
poetry. Here at the carnival.
with a drum, just punctuating every beat. Will you roll a d8, please?
And no one is miserable. 3.
3. You get a packet of pixie dust. Which
Don't
when
snort it all at
sprinkled, when sprinkled upon yourselves gives you the ability to fly for 1 minute.
Flying rabbit.
For 1 minute.
Okay.
Come down.
Unfortunately, it'll take you 1 minute and 3 seconds to get across this gap.
Would any of you else like to try one of the small games?
Well,
No.
Alright.
I'm disappointed in having got the feathers wrong.
Yeah, you were trying to count the feathers on a cockatrice and it just wouldn't stay still.
So we're going to end up, we're going to go out, so we've got your snack, haven't you?
Yeah, I've got my snack.
Now
Head
what's
to the
that?
teapot, haven't we?
to the teapot.
Yeah, someone said teapot.
A 20-foot tall teapot rests on a wooden platform. Its painted surface whirling with moving imagery of flying dragons breathing streams of bubbles. A door at the base of the teapot allows entry into its interior. Those who enter emerge from the spout enclosed in a bubble that detaches off to float across the carnival. Several goblins sit around the platform sipping tea from mismatched porcelain cups.
Oh, I want to have a go at that. I want to have a go at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't care about you. I'm going to have a go at that.
Just don't pass gas, the bubbles get bigger.
So you, how many of you are sort of wanting to take a ride on?
Ticket.
Can we see? Does it come back to here, or does it just end randomly somewhere else? In the
I don't
car?
care. I don't care. I'm
Do you
going
see
on.
some landing back here?
You are asking
Some.
far too many.
For it.
You don't know how often
Far
it's.
far too many
As in,
questions.
you see some landing,
Yeah.
you see some taking off. It's not like it's on a track where it's,
Yeah.
it's just when they
Say
turn
the
up.
goblins are sipping tea.
Yeah, they're just sitting outside and just having tea.
Should we have some tea with these while they have some fun?
Don't you come have fun with us?
I would put that to
It's
do
a bit
myself.
high up.
Well, you were fine on his shoulders. What's wrong with this?
Well,
Probably safer.
True.
You've just got pixie dust.
You've got to
You
practice
do,
the
yeah.
flying.
Oh, yeah, but I was looking forward to using that somewhere else.
No, I'm not saying
No,
use it now.
but what you can do
Yeah,
is
yeah.
you're getting the practice for the flying in now.
Yeah.
You don't have to.
One of the goblins sort of looks at the slightly panicked-looking sort of Harrington bard, and it's just like, fear not, toil and trouble won't pop. It's fine.
I can guarantee you that 30% of people survive this, right?
You fill me with lots of
No one's
confidence.
died in the gnarly tree knot. No one's died.
Fine.
Just give me a bramble thicket.
You sure I have? I've got claws.
So don't use them. You have to try to pop. You have to try to pop the toil and trouble. It's fine.
Fair
I'd
enough.
push them into
Yeah.
Brand
Please
I'll
go.
go.
Let's go. Let's
Up
go.
the apples and pears.
Ticket.
Yeah.
Sure.
So you go in to the centre of the teapot. You sort of stand on a platform, and you are encased in a bubble that flies
Are
up.
we in separate bubbles or in the same bubble?
You're each in separate bubbles. You take it in
Got my
turns
own
as the bubbles sort of fly up one at a time. Who was letting their bubble just sort of float across the carnival, and who is
Oh, I'm going to let mine float.
trying to do something else?
For
I've
some,
got boots on, so I'm happy that I can just.
for some reason, I just enjoy myself like I've never enjoyed myself before. Just
I just
Really, everything
let
about this
the
is
bubble
really enjoy
take me for a ride.
Yeah. It's the same. Not a particular area to go.
I want to see if I could treat it like a hamster in a wheel.
Make me an acrobatics check.
5.
You can't, no.
So you just start spinning around inside your bubble.
Wow.
The three of you are watching as you're sort of peacefully and serening, and you sort of floating over the carnival. You can sort of see a bright expanse of sort of a light show happening over here.
Ooh.
You sort of see bright silvery mist over here. You hear music and laughter echoing over here. As the carnival does appear to be getting into swing now, people do appear to be having a good time. You can see the snail racing. Someone fell off as you're sort of going round. They weren't as good as the druid.
I'll be laughing at that.
Just sort of having a nice, pleasant, relaxing tour around the carnival. Your Harrington friend, on the other hand, is just sort of going, whoa, 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 for the next sort of hour or so, getting remarkably dizzy.
More effects with minor illusion around it if I can see.
But you all touch down back at the bubble teapot after the hour.
Harrington just.
Harrington slightly worse for wear, I think. And then that takes us into hour 4. And as you land, the sort of goblins inform you that there is an event happening in the big top.
Ooh.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go.
We're really there. We're almost there.
It's
Let's
nearly
go.
there, yeah.
No, I'm like walking like a piss.
We'll make our way
Yeah, to the big
to the
top.
Tigbot.
You and seemingly everyone else is
Maybe knowing.
making our way to the big top. There appears to be sort of certain scheduled events that go on. You don't need to punch your ticket, so you walk in, you take your seats with everyone else, seemingly in the carnival, is here. The lights dim and a hush falls over the crowd. A second later, a spotlight illuminates a live elven figure sitting in a silver hoop suspended above the centre ring by silk ropes. The elf wears a dazzling suit of diamond pane mirrors and a pair of butterfly wings, his sceptre topped with a spinning vane. Welcome, one and all, to this evening's extravaganza. I am Mr. Light. Prepare to be delighted. And over the course of the next hour, you were treated to it's the next half an hour, sorry, you're treated to sort of stereotypical performance act. You sort of see Harrington's bouncing around Leonins, put it in and out of the mouth.
It's Cirque du Soleil, basically.
It's
Any
magical fairy tale Cirque du Soleil. There are sort of flying acrobats swinging in around fairies, sort of going in between acrobats.
We wanted to know what your poem was for the
Yeah. So what was your poem?
There once was a rabbit with a habit.
who was forced into. I'll think of something.
There was a young girl from Utoxica.
As the show sort of begins to wind down, the man with the weather vane who introduced himself as Mr. Light steps back out into the centre of the ring and sort of says, "Would anyone else like to contribute to the show?"
Yep. Me.
I hold the Harrington up higher.
You are free to make your way onto the stage, onto the centre.
Throw you at the stage.
Boing. I'm not very good at improv, but
Let me just see what I can pull out of my head. Gets a script out.
How would you like to attempt to entertain the crowd? Tick tock.
I'm going to whip out some tap dancing shoes and start tapping to the sound of my own illusional boombox music going off.
Can you make a performance check, please?
21.
It is a big success. The crowd starts cheering.
That's my friend!
As the little Harrington sort of starts bouncing up and down the stage.
Obviously using my hop skills and stuff like that.
Yeah. It's very impressive.
Well, what's the floor in the big top like?
Sand, I guess? I would assume. There's probably wooden planks somewhere for him to do tap dancing. It's magic. What do you need it to be?
No, I'm looking at one of my cantrips.
It's a steel plate.
Mould earth. You can make patterns or words and stuff appear on it. I just thought maybe do.
Do you want to have a go at doing that?
Well, the thing is, I don't have a performance skill, so I'm.
You can only try.
Yeah, not the way I've been rolling is more than likely to upset the crowd rather than cheer them
Tell
up.
you what, I'll talk to the crowd, you do the magic.
Well, I suppose I could kind of do it as you're doing your.
Yeah.
To kind of help your.
So, pen and teller.
Yes!
while you're doing your performance, I
I
just
dig up the dirt and...
making patterns on the ground.
Yeah.
Or is he dancing around the patterns?
Pocket sailor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just consider it as a help to. I mean, he's already done it.
I would say you could roll at advantage then, but
Rainbow.
The rest of the event the event happens. There's singing, there's more dancing, there's feats of strength by a particular bugbear who's wearing a pumpkin for a helmet. And
Excellent. I'll take it.
the hour ends, the show finishes, and you are free to go about your duties. But as the show ends, someone sort of grabs you by the scruff of the neck as you're sort of walking off, and you come face to face with the.
Does it look like they're maliciously holding them by the scruff of the neck?
Not particularly, no.
Because if they are, then I'm going to hold them by the scruff of the neck.
Well, you can certainly try. You're being sort of. There's an 8-foot bugbear wearing the pumpkin helmet that's sort of bringing you up to his face, and he's just like, "Can we have a word?"
I didn't do it!
I put my hand on the shoulder and say, yes, we can.
Excellent.
What did I do?
Nothing. You showed him up.
He's about to offer us a job.
Okay, let's go.
Shut up!
As he takes you to the back of the big top, sort of into the staff
Oh,
area.
VIP!
Take the run.
Takes you around the back.
You got my back, right?
Depends on how this goes. I might help the bugbear.
So he introduces himself as Burley. Burley by name, Burley by nature. He is the security guard for the carnival.
Hello, Burley.
Effectively. Burley removes his jack-o'-lantern helmet, revealing a worried expression.
Oh no.
Bad things have been happening at this carnival for a while.
What?
People and things have been going missing. My bosses know more than they're telling.
Like that creepy girl in the mirror.
Their hands are tied somehow. You're the first people I've met who might be able to set things right. Witch and Light are good guys. You just need leverage on them to get them to spill the beans.
I'm listening.
Do we get more tickets?
Lifetime pass. Let's not look at the wizard.
Maybe you could possibly work something out if you help them.
So things go missing.
So you want us to talk to your bosses because you're worried that there's something going on that they're trying to keep from you, but are you worried that they're doing bad things or that they're just stuck in a bad place?
I'm worried that someone has power over them. They're not evil themselves, but they kind of feels like they've almost been bribed to look the other way. It's not good for our reputation.
You say things are going missing?
Yes.
Such as?
Thoughts, feelings, children.
Thoughts?
Okay, so one of these things is not like the others.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's, I mean, stealing my thoughts is a very terrible thing.
Adults go missing sometimes.
No one cares about that.
Oh. We need that to happen to us.
Excuse me?
Yes,
You're
that's right.
the only person who
I want
wants
to
get
become a
kidnapped.
victim. Oh no! Scary carnival ghosts, don't take me.
I don't need to come here for my thoughts to go missing.
You have thoughts?
I've tried for years. It's very difficult.
Where are your boss people that we need to go and...
Yes.
Is there any particular area where things go missing? Or is it just anywhere?
Anywhere and everywhere. Some people have reported seeing creatures when things go missing.
I explained the creepy girl in the Hall of Illusions.
Yes.
Yeah, and the laughter.
And the proposal gone wrong.
Yeah.
Well, the laughter's not sinister. That's
Part of the show.
part of the show. The girl in the mirror. That's I've heard tales before, but I can't say I've seen her.
So what you're saying is, we saved one of those people. We're heroes.
We are. I
That's how it goes in my mind. Anyway.
I slayed that dance floor. We're heroes.
Make an intelligence check.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Oh god, here we go.
Well, you're the wizard.
I know. They're just my rolls, that's all. Right.
You're doing good. Yes.
Oh, that is a 22.
Yeah, you absolutely saved someone.
Yes. Excellent. Does my wrinkled old heart good?
Oh god!
A little bit harder.
Did it grow 2 sizes?
Got to wait for it to collapse into a black hole now. Here we go.
His heart grew 2 sizes, and then he died. That's not supposed to happen.
Okay, so
Yeah, so we're in the staff area.
Mhm.
So where are his bosses?
yeah, we're
Is there like
They're in
a
another.
cubicle
They're in
of
another
like
caravan.
yeah.
I-
It's
Yeah,
basically like one of those mobiles like you used to get at school.
What do you suggest then? Go speak to your bosses? Go look around? What's your...
If
We can't...
Are we allowed to bring your name up?
It's
If
going to
I
be a
wasn't-
bit strange us just going up to bosses saying, "Oi, what's going on?"
If I wasn't the head of the security, I would suggest stealing Mr. Witch's pocket watch. Because without it, the carnival can't function.
Oh.
But I'm not suggesting that.
Well, I can say if you want. We could do a memory lapse, go back to the poem.
Has Boone provided a poem?
He has, and I like to play with something.
I don't know that really we should be repeating that. I've not read it, but I'm pretty sure we
I
should be repeating
definitely
it.
like my carrots.
I think we should, but it's not my channel.
If Dan wishes to say it out loud.
Right. Oh, I don't have the whole thing.
So this is the poem.
Doodaloo,
that,
flashback. Back to the poetry slam.
Actan won the poetry competition with, submitted by Boone.
Yes.
Take it away, Ulbrich.
There once was a wily young rabbit who had an embarrassing habit. With a carrot for fun, he played with his bum before returning it for the family banquet. I'm here all day, gentlemen, everyone, ladies.
Oh dear.
We'll just clip that one and put it out as our
Go out on a low.
No, that's a high in my book.
I hope you weren't hoping more than one live stream.
I'm not as talented as you, Boone, I can tell you that. Right.
Are there any other questions you have to ask, Kirby?
Well, we could. I have some questions for his bosses. I know, you know, might be able to see if they can talk to us a bit better than his staff. Maybe they're worried about scaring stuff away. Maybe they're not saying it.
I mean, yeah, does he want us to be bringing him up as he put us onto this, or is it more of a we should just go as we've heard rumours going around that there are things happening and we wanted to offer our assistance?
I would like not to get fired.
Yeah,
Yeah, but we won't say he said.
yeah, could have been any bugbear.
We don't even have to say it was a bugbear.
He was wearing a watermelon on his head.
Just say that we're here because we saw we had some funky stuff was going on. We witnessed one of them.
It's not a
It definitely
surprise
wasn't him over there.
that things are going on at the carnival.
Quite
Most of
nice.
us who work here know it's happening.
Yeah.
You
Is
can
it
see
is it the people from the anybody from the carnival going missing, or is it just attendees?
It's just attendance. None of our stuff goes missing. We do not go missing.
To be fair, we still haven't seen a full half of the carnival, and we've still got a bit of time.
We've still got
We
Yeah.
want to go have a bit more of a look.
We've got 4 hours left.
And then,
4 tickets left.
Yeah, we'll consider it. We'll get back to you.
Thanks. It's just sort of sitting there saying, you did hear what I said, right? People are going missing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We investigate further
Yeah.
by doing the right.
All right. So do you want us
Let's
to go
not-
up to your bosses right now?
That would be good. I mean,
Let's not
fair
inside.
enough.
Let's not inside panic. You've let us know, and we've witnessed some things. We can go and talk to the bosses, can't we? You don't have to be here. You can go and.
I will very much not.
Why is a rabbit friend gone posh?
Sorry,
They just called me Harrington Poirot.
Have you done the guilty voice? You must be guilty.
I'm a little bit
Just-
floating from my performance.
You
One
really
more
sells.
thing.
One more thing.
Oh, okay, I know I did it now.
It's on to me. He does warn you that the pocket watch is attached to Mr. Witch's waistcoat by a chain.
And relevance of that is.
Harder to
He
steal.
encouraged you to steal it as leverage.
Yeah, none of
I
us.
completely missed that.
I don't think any of us are particularly.
The intelligent
Thievery
part
type.
of the team figured that bit out.
Yeah.
I
So
go.
you don't have to go talk to his bosses if you don't want to. The time is yours. You are in hour 5. What would you like to do? And there are still many parts of the fair you have not visited, including the
Alright.
place where your orc can stuff his face.
What?
Which you
Why did nobody tell me about
So,
this?
in the hours you've been there, you would have probably heard about everything, and sort of particularly.
I would have seen it in
yeah,
my
you would
balloon
have
ride.
seen
Yeah,
it,
yeah,
so you
yeah.
would have
My
seen
bubble ride.
sort of feasting tables going
I
on.
suppose there's a nice aroma in the air as well.
Everything smells good. As a
Right.
general rule here.
I'm willing to sacrifice a good meal if we feel like we need to go and talk to this guy
Yeah,
now.
but we can have a good meal later.
That's what I'm saying. We could do that
Yeah,
after.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know where we might be able to find things that have gone missing?
Lost and
property.
found.
Lost property.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
not bad.
why
Yeah,
did he think
yeah.
That's just this crate of people.
Box of thoughts.
Some kids just sat there.
No one came to collect them. Do you want to go to lost property?
No,
We'll pencil that in for later.
You can confront the boss.
Let's
Yeah,
go confront the boss
yeah.
now.
Talk to boss man.
We have some concerns about people's safety, he says, straightening the imaginary
I
tie.
flap open a badge and put it back
well,
in.
we can
Without security.
without
Carnival inspectors.
without implicating the bugbear. What we saw in the Hall of
Yeah.
Illusions.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly what I was about to say.
that was weird.
Right. You got this, buddy.
What is my charisma?
Oh, wait,
again?
no. You got this, buddy.
So three of you walk in, and then part, and I walk in the middle and go, right. Hello? Knock knock? Not rude to entering, no?
A flamboyant elf grins from ear to ear as he welcomes you into the wagon with a theatrical bow. Please come in. It's a delight to meet you all. I am Mr. Light, and this is my associate, Mr. Witch. He gestures to a stocky elf lounging on a bunk. Mr. Witch nods and doffs his top hat.
I doff my imaginary top hat. As I bow.
We can give you a top hat if you'd like.
Oh, please.
It sort of points to a crate, and it's just sort of like a big crate of just sort of.
So as I'm rummaging
clothes.
through the crates of clothes and put top hats on. So,
Should have brought one with me. I should have brought one top hat with. Well, I've got two actually.
sir, we have some questions about the going on in the carnival.
Bizarre happenings.
Bizarre happenings, correct. And
Doesn't mean the goings on are just fun.
oh, we love the goings on, I love it. However, we're a little bit concerned that
Creepy little girl living in your mirrors?
mirrors, yeah, causing issues that would hurt this happiness. Don't you think?
He just breaks down.
They
Make
sort
sure you turn
of
the bullshit radar on.
They look at you and say, there are many forces at play in this realm and as others. Some of them we are in control of, some of them we are not.
But you're in luck. We can help.
I think there are health and safety implications if you're not in control of everything.
Yeah.
Well, they have to get OSHA in here.
I'm sorry, but what's this? Health and safety?
They look
We're
very
gonna
confused as
we're
they
gonna
turn
get-
to you and say, what is it?
We're going
Do you
to
have
have
money of it?
we're going to have to get HSE in and look at this, I'm afraid. Oh no, it's all going to have to come. You're going to need some guards across there. You can't let people know.
What's this? Bang. Asbestos.
So obviously your carnival brings happy and cheer to everyone, and I like that. Yeah.
To multiple people across multiple planes of existence. We've been doing so for nearly a century.
Haha. But these problems, they will stop that. And we're here, we can help. So, but we can't help unless we get some information from you.
The matter is fully under control. We are aware of what is happening and we are
Poppycock.
taking every step possible to mitigate this from happening.
Well, that's not what I saw when that young... No?
Halfling.
Halfling.
The pig-headed girl. Or pig mask.
Big malls.
Yeah.
Almost... He almost broke down in front of me. We had to help him, didn't we?
Yes, I heard about it. Had a bit of an unfortunate misunderstanding with the laughing statue.
Apparently it wasn't
It's not the first time it's happened, but yeah, it won't be the last.
Well,
either.
it's the laughing statue's not the misunderstanding. It's the fact that the halfling nearly lost his reflection to a crazy masked pig girl.
in a mirror.
Make a perception check. So, one of you.
Too late! That's a 7. So
Yeah.
it's probably going to be less than a 10.
Pig-faced girl in a pig mask? Well, there are many masks around here. You see lots of people dressed up in funny
So,
garb.
mirror. Yeah.
Yeah.
We look in a mirror, you see your reflection.
Well, not necessarily in the Hall of Illusions.
True.
The
But,
clue's in the
so-
name.
The girl was in the mirror,
Yeah, but it's
but
not a
not
hall,
in
it's
the
a
real
tent.
world.
She was going to steal his very reflection. That I am a wizard.
I'm a wizard, listen to me!
May justice.
Steal his reflection. How would such a thing happen?
It's your carnival, you tell me.
Yeah.
You're the wizard. You're the one claiming these things can happen. I never
Oh.
said any of those things could happen here.
Can I make an arcana check and go
You
back
can make
to my
a
head?
persuasion check.
I'll try. I have something towards it. at the
So,
very
so what
least.
about the missing forts and
6.
the missing forts? What else was it missing? Forts.
Thoughts,
Feelings.
children,
Children.
Yeah.
and
And
feelings.
feelings. You take someone's feelings.
I mean, we've got to
away.
get this in order. Thoughts, feelings, and children.
Right.
Bottom of the list there. It's natural to lose thoughts. Everyone does it. Thought pops into your head. It pops out of your head.
How are you feeling right now, sir?
Content with life. How are you feeling?
Are you happy?
Yes.
That's a feeling, isn't it?
Yes.
If you take my feeling away, I won't be happy.
How would you know that feeling was taken away by magical means? They simply didn't have a change of mood, stubbed their toe.
He's got you there.
You have to
One of-
admit,
one of our
feelings
great
change
philosophers.
all the time.
Ah, but not maliciously. There we go.
Do you have any proof of malicious feelings going?
Yes.
My feelings got hurt.
I felt
Well, you've
really
still got
sad when I was in there.
Persuasion check? Or no?
They don't notice the difference, it's fine.
20 dirty.
Yeah. It's actually surprisingly convincing. It's like, oh, I'm sorry, but it's a hall of illusions. It's meant to play on your mind, to make you feel things. It's kind of the point.
Was it Witch or Light that's got the pocket watch?
Witch has the pocket watch, Light has sort of a
The
weird
disco suit.
staff. Yeah, in the disco suit. The staff is spinning actually sort of
Nothing
on its
wrong
own,
here.
rather fast.
Hmm?
Nothing wrong here.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get that watch without being quite obvious, I feel.
Yeah. I think we should come back with hard evidence.
try and find someone who's had a child nicked, because that's a
You missing a child? You missing a child? Anybody here missing a child?
that's
It's
probably the
like
best way we have to go
opposite
about
of that Mary
this.
Poppins sketch where it's like children for sale. It's looking for lost children.
Do you have like a reception area where if someone would have lost a child would know where to go to?
I guess lost property.
Lost property would be
Well,
the
that
place
makes
to go.
sense.
Children are property. That's what my
They're-
dad always used to say.
Oh, they're a workforce.
Just hear a tanner go up and go, Billy, your mum's at the reception.
He says you can't have a toy, but you've got to come back anyway.
She said, you've got mead at home.
Well, it was nice to meet you. I'm done.
This isn't over, I say, backing out of the room.
Yeah.
No, the carnival's still got 3 hours left.
Why would someone... as we walk out the door, I turn back and go, why would people say rumours like this then if it's not happening?
The fair cultivates an air of mystery. People come here to experience things they've never experienced before. The boundaries between two worlds are thinner here. It's unusual for... Yeah.
As I shut the door, God, he can talk.
And with that, I think we can take a break.
Right,
Yeah.
so I'm going to take a quick 5-minute break, guys. We will be right back.
Yeah.
Ah,
There we go.
right,
Are we back
As
on?
you
we are back on.
leave
Oh,
the
glad
staff
I
area, it moves into hour 6 of the WitchLight Carnival. Where would you like to go next?
I mean, food seems like a good idea right
You
now.
get a bit
Yep.
peckish.
Yeah.
We'll go to the
Feasting
Feast
orchard.
and Orchard.
You can see if the halflings are still there.
I say it's been 5 hours. All we've had
We
so
could go
far is
via that, maybe.
But we can come back via that.
Okay.
all we've had so far is a bit of candy on stick. So
I could look at that.
I think something to eat would probably be quite welcome.
Ah. cast.
The joys of being with a group, where instead of following the logical pattern of how it is
Oh,
in
no,
the book.
No, please.
Enjoy following, trying to find one, because all of this is
Yeah.
just one chapter. So this, okay.
Yeah.
As you sort of walk across the
Mhm.
staff area, you run into the calliope. A merry tune spills forth from an instrument on the back of a brightly painted wagon. A monkey wearing a cloak with buttons turns the handle at the wagon's rear, sending music into the air from rows of golden whistles. You watch as a goblin dressed as a ladybug rattles up to you with a tin cup.
So the monkey is the one grinding the organ.
Yeah.
Yep. The monkey's grinding the organ, and the goblin's coming up to you.
Dressed
And the
as a
goblin,
ladybird.
yeah, and he comes up to you. Spare a button, if you please. I'll sew it next to all of these. I offer nothing in its place besides the smile upon my face. And you notice that there's a lot of buttons everywhere on this guy's on his person. His ladybug costume is made of coloured buttons. The monkey's cape is made of buttons.
Pop the button off of my pants.
What do you use them for? Is it just this, or there's an awful lot here? It's fascinating workmanship.
I like buttons.
Yeah, good a reason as any. I pick one
Logic
of my
is
things,
flawless.
Yeah.
Pop. Take a button off. Put it in.
I chuck a button in. Yep.
And I do a Carlton dance.
So, who gives him a button?
I do.
I do.
Yep, me as well. Gone off.
No, I'm not.
Might matter, might not.
Who knows?
Only bad things, definitely.
Good things might happen, bad things might happen.
Bad things will happen.
Depends on the kind of person you are.
Well,
Depends how well you roll, I think.
No.
you're screwed.
Yeah.
But
Help
he,
me, orange Jesus.
after you give him the buttons, he's sort of very happy, and he sort of makes his merry way through throughout the carnival. There's sort of a bit of a conga line, so to speak, following him, as carnival does appear to be in a very good mood at the moment. And you are free to make your way over to the feasting orchard.
I
Music,
sit down at the biggest table of food.
music and mirth radiate from this park. The heady scents of flour, mead, and berry pie waft through the air. Stilt walkers pluck fruit from trees. Musicians drum, pipe, and strum. Everywhere there is singing, dancing, and an inordinate amount of custard. And you notice that the main event is a fairy cake eating contest.
You up for a challenge?
I presume it means fairy cakes, not fairies eating cake contest.
Yes, fairy cake is the
Yeah,
food
yeah,
that you
yeah,
will
yeah.
be eating. Just to
Not fairies eating.
We've got to
cakes.
be specific in this region.
There's music.
Eating fairies and cakes. I think I will pay my ticket to join the fairy cake eating contest.
How many of you want
Yes.
to enter the cake eating contest?
You know what?
Yeah.
It's hour 5. I've still got 4 tickets.
Yeah,
Yeah,
as well.
yeah. Go ahead.
There we go. Got 3 tickets now.
Sure.
Sure.
4 mine.
And then the 4 tickets.
Okay, so you all sit at the lying table as the next round is about to begin. You see goblins, gnomes, all sorts of small creatures, fairies sort of lining the centre of the table with piles and piles of fairy cakes. And you wait as there is sort of a giant, there's going to be a gong to start. So you will have 60 seconds.
Yes.
You can safely eat as many cupcakes as 3 plus your constitution modifier, and then after that you must succeed a save.
5.
4.
What was that? It was 3.
Plus your con.
Three
plus
plus
your
your
modifier.
constitution
Yeah.
modifier.
Oh, 5, yeah.
So, sorry, Dave, what was yours?
4.
For Fluffy,
6.
John.
5.
5.
So I would appear to have the lowest con.
Plus 1.
Okay, that way.
adding the maths up.
So, you sit there at the tables, you're ready, the gong starts, and you start flying into the cakes. The first few go down really easily, as you say. It's been several hours, you've been walking around, you're hungry, you take them in. By the third, you're starting to feel a little bit stuffed. They are rich, they're flavourful, but they are still cakes, they're still food. By the fourth, I will need to remember your characters' names. Marius is starting to feel sort of very full, starting to get problems. Fluffy, not Fluffy. Igo is just still sitting there, just going, oh no. He's not even paying attention. Actan and Elor is again starting to feel the pain. Can you make me a Constitution saving throw, please?
Probably not. No, 5.
Phenomenal.
I think that's coming back up again.
You take 5 points of custard damage.
What?
What custard damage?
Now is this like
Off the hit points, yeah?
Yep, off your hit points. Ooh. So if you become unconscious, you will just go. It's not. You won't die. You won't go to death.
Subdual damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Submit to the custard.
Fail. As you go into the next round, David, I need you to roll another Constitution saving throw. Igo, you are starting to get full. Marius and Elor and Actan. Can you make Constitution saving throws as well, please?
Oh dear.
18.
You go. You managed it. You eat the cake and you managed to keep it down.
15.
As does Elor.
I got a 14.
Excellent. Hey.
As does Actan. You're sort of looking around the table. You're sort of staring very envious eyes at the half ogre, as he's half orc. Sorry.
Wants to be an
Half
ogre.
ogre. He's just sort of pushing them.
Delicately unpeeling each one.
Delicately unpeeling, they're just on one.
Whole thing. And then we go to the next round. Can everyone make a Constitution saving throw? As you are now full.
Unlikely. 10.
15.
Oh, good.
Oh no.
There we go.
8.
So you take 4 points of custard damage.
I've got a 4.
You take
You say 15.
6 points of custard damage.
I got 10.
You're fine.
Oh.
15.
15. You are.
Oh boy.
You're fine.
I've never done this is a new damage type on me.
This is a new damage type. I was so happy when I saw it. The custard might have got will be extremely happy. And Constitution saving throws all round again, please.
Oh,
I'm going to go to the unicorn dice this time.
oh, that's better.
No!
8.
You take 8 points of custard damage. Still up?
Yeah.
18.
18?
18.
You're fine.
6.
14.
You're fine.
I got 6.
7 points of custard damage. Constitution saving throw. Competition's still going on.
You this time, yeah.
Oh, it flashed up.
11.
11.
Might be alright.
Fine.
9.
You take 5 points of custard
God.
damage.
Oh,
You watch as this round, as your fire genasi sort of goes to bring the cake to his face, and he's like, no, and
He's cooking the cakes.
And
bows out.
Just
I got 10.
You're fine,
Oh.
just. You are fine,
the
just.
20 flashed up on the dice and just.
Just rolled over there, yeah.
And we will go again. Constitution saving throws,
I'm
please.
gone.
Alright, thank you.
Oh, nice.
Excellent.
Hey!
13.
18.
18.
Hey.
Spurred on by seeing your
I'm
fire
looking at
genasi
thee.
friend just not participating well, you go, and again, Constitution saving throws.
You're really not rolling well.
Luckily, I only need a 5 on the die to do well.
What do you get?
12.
You're fine.
Say 7. Oh, I'm out.
3 points of custard damage.
That does it. I'm
You lasted
done.
longer than I did.
As the wizard
done.
collapses as well.
Oh.
I got 12.
So,
that's
Harrington and the
me, you.
half-orc are
3 foot
staring
rabbit.
down. You're attracting quite the crowd now.
6.
Take 5 points of custard damage.
I'm down.
The rabbit.
The rabbit wins!
How's that possible?
I mean, I did take 8 on the second go.
I got 7 on him.
I did, yeah, I've got 3 left.
What'd you get if you win?
Stomach
you
ache.
you get a potion of invisibility.
Ooh.
Nice.
Don't look at me, I feel fat.
So it comes
see
in the
that
form
coming.
of a cupcake. You must consume the entire cupcake, but it acts as a potion of invisibility. Can 2 of you make perception checks, or 1 of you make a perception check with advantage, please?
You probably recovered more than us.
Yeah.
Shall I advantage
do it,
or?
man.
No,
And you are all cleared of your custard damage.
Hey!
Oh, thank
Oh, fuck.
They give us 50 cc's of hot fudge.
Yeah. Chat, have you ever been dealt custard damage? If so, please tell me how.
12 total.
Um,
Great.
You, as you're sort of, you're sitting around looking as the rest of those 2 are sort of busy stuffing their faces, and the wizard is face down on the table, complaining. You notice that one of the more popular attractions appears to be a gnome, sort of sitting. I think, no. Yeah, no, sort of sitting in a swing, singing as she's swinging back and forth.
Do it.
What's love got to do?
Lots of people there, yeah.
There's more people now, sort of, as the eating contest went on, as you were out, they're sort of stopping, listening to her, and are now cheering on the Harrington beats the
We're
half-orc
plenty of
somehow.
people mindfully impressed by the Harrington putting away that many cupcakes.
Who I imagine is now wider than he is tall.
Watch Matilda where he's eating the cake and the smash.
Yeah.
You're Bruce Bogtrotter.
I offer the Harrington a Wafferment.
Apparently, Boone has taken custard damage in real life, pleading the fifth. So, as a
I've
European,
really got
that
to
means he has the right to property. So, come on, Boone, tell us the story.
Yes.
Oh, no.
There are more cakes around on the table, but
No,
I think
we've
it's
had enough.
suffice to say you're all
Yeah.
fairly full.
I put a couple on my wand of prestidigitation to carry around with me for later.
Yeah, by all means, by all means.
Put a fork in me, I'm done.
I would not say that around the half.
You don't want to eat raw rabbit?
So where is it this gnome is swinging and singing?
From one of the trees, sort of. So
Oh,
if you're
okay.
sitting
so
here,
still in the
still in the
Yeah.
orchard area.
still in this area.
Yeah.
The pub entertainment.
And now that the or sort of this round of the eating contest sort of is finished, she seems determined to get everyone's attention again with a pyrotechnic display.
I can do that. I am a pyrotechnic display.
Mini rock concert in the trees.
I'm going to watch the crowd around her.
I was going to say, I'm going to be keeping an eye out for any suspicious activities.
I am just going to regret life.
Regret
I
the
start
choices you made.
rocking the Harrington back and forth.
Do you need an outlaw valve somewhere here?
Oh, please, please.
You notice that she is looking over at you and the Harrington.
Oh, hello.
I pick up the Harrington's paw.
Oh, puppet.
She's trying to take our souls! Start wading through the crowd, knocking kids over.
Now take me alive!
We gotta get out of here!
She's looking at us.
She is. She appears to be very interested
Oh, a
in
minute.
what your party's doing.
Rainbow bird.
Well, what our party's doing is mainly standing there and watching things.
Let's go.
Just at the moment.
Can you take me to...
Okay, yeah.
Please.
Holding up my
Just cake. Icing
In my hair. All in my hair. I was a white rabbit. Now I'm a white rabbit with red and white
Hey,
sprinkles.
pretty halfling lady.
I've got a real big sugar rub right now.
Are you attempting to join the performance?
Jumping around may not be a good idea just at the moment.
Sure. Put me down, please.
Can you make a perception check? And if one of you is using prestidigitation or whatever, you can make it with advantage.
You mean performance?
Performance, yeah. But there's the prestidigitation.
Yeah, I.
Augment the.
Oh. I was about to say what the. But it's the advert.
Yeah.
23.
What did the prestidigitation mean, sorry?
No, it
There's
means
no
you're
advantage.
Oh, right.
granting.
You make me look better than I should be.
That's
Yeah.
one off. That's
Not
better be
right.
worth it. That's one off of my 8. I'm hiding behind waves of fireworks. All of those.
Yeah, that's great. Stage face. When the fireworks go up.
Yeah, the performance is a big hit. She incorporates your act into her act, and when there's sort of a suitable lull, again it sort of runs an hour-based event, so sort of just before the end of the hour she sort of slips off her swing and walks over to you when I imagine you're sort of lying panting on your side with the...
With a bottle of water or something in.
Gatorade.
No, what's the stuff you drink to make your tummy feel better?
Pepto-Bismol.
Pepto-Bismol.
All the pink stuff.
Yeah. Ayo, beautiful.
So it sort of walked over to you and
I don't know if you're a food delusion.
But are you real?
I'm Tumblestrom. Who are you?
Hello, Tumblestrom. I am very full. I'm
I can see.
Act Anne.
Well, you appear to be in the right place, Actan.
I know. I'm fabulous. Oh.
I'm just leaning up against the tree.
She sort of looks at the rest of you and is like, I'm glad that all of you are in the right place.
If she starts asking if we know the Muffin Man.
He lives on Drury Lane.
Yes, I know the one.
You have a very good talent. You captured the captured the
Crowd.
crowd wonderfully. I'm not looking at her. I'm just looking. I'm
You're
just
sort of
going,
staring into space like,
wonderfully. The sugar rush is going to be here soon.
Having sugar hallucinations.
Yeah.
Ferris crashing after it. Thank you. You're not so bad yourself.
Ah, thank you. I wish I knew under different circumstances, but
We're meeting under the right circumstances.
That's a suitably cryptic statement.
Should you not be here?
I mean, we
we
were.
paid our admission.
Well,
but-
yeah.
we were.
Sorry, you paid. She sort of just looks confused and is like, you paid admission?
Oh god, here we go.
We don't work here.
She just sort of looks a little bit dejected and sort of looks down and is like, okay, fair enough. At least you're here. That's
We're
the
just
important
having
bit.
a really good time.
I'm very confused right now.
I know, dear. I know. And she sort of patches you.
She thinks we're one of them.
Oh, it can be for the right price.
Are you not?
Either
one of
that, or she's very cryptically trying to say that she knows why we're here and she's here to help us. I've said this all out loud.
Yeah.
Do you think we're here because things are getting lost?
I thought it was something to do with Slevenir.
Like my kids.
I think you're looking for something.
We're looking for an archfey named Slevenir.
Yeah. Is it something?
No,
It's
it's
not.
not.
Silver ear.
7 ears.
Silver ear.
But also on top of that, we're also kind of, I forgot what the bugbear's name was now, but he is
How we not going to involve him?
no.
That's
well,
why I
no,
didn't write his
but
name down, so I forgot.
so someone has asked us to look into things going awry.
Missing. Thoughts,
Away.
feelings, children.
Yeah.
Your quests are one and the same, I think.
Hmm? Both quests are one and the same.
Oh.
Less work, yes.
So fun, so well.
2 birds with 1 stone. Although I prefer 1 bird with 2 stones.
He sort of looks at you and just sort of writes it down in a notebook. So, oh, it's not bad actually.
You just sneak up on them and then.
Use 1 stone as a distraction. Anyway,
Yes.
sorry, I've.
That's the sugar rush.
They sort of clench her fingers and you wake up.
Hey!
Yeah, pretty lady.
How you
Still
doing?
dancing.
You get a second wind as some form of magical effect sort of subdues the, I imagine, chronic indigestion that you've been feeling for the last 20 minutes.
So,
Right. Yes.
what can you offer us
Yes.
that we can then offer you something?
Yes.
I don't think you understand how this works.
Nope,
I've already
I have
offered
no
you
idea what you're
everything
talking about.
you need.
You just told us that our quests are one and the same. So I'm going to extrapolate from this that if we follow the lost thoughts,
Yeah.
we'll find Slevenir
Yeah.
and maybe the children.
As a booby prize.
Yeah.
Has
That's
anyone?
the secondary prize that is children.
Follow the thoughts.
I'm looking at the.
So
Intelligent
there's not
art.
Actually, a
prize.
Futurama episode, I think. They're giant brains that you just not see.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, Brogan to have some.
I'm looking at the intelligence side of the party and go. Do you understand what's going on?
So a
perhaps.
person's got a tattoo on their arm, it's just a ring on their arm. Turns out that's how far they can get their hand in a Pringles jar. Hand in a Pringles jar and drew a line and then got them to tattoo it.
I like that. Very practical.
It makes me sad because I can't get my hand in a Pringles jar.
So you got finger toes.
Yeah, happy finger tattoo.
Random.
Which reminds me, I need to talk to Amy at some point to book an appointment.
Well,
I've seen people who've had like magnets, particularly like mechanics, they get magnets embedded under their skin, so they've always got something to hold them there. I don't, probably not a good idea.
cyborgs.
And then they go and have an MRI.
Yeah. Or walk past anything metal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, one and the same.
This is going to take someone
She
far
already-
smarter than us.
Already
She's
given
already
us.
With her beauty.
I've made my choice.
Yeah, definitely.
Can I ask this gnome? She obviously knows a little bit more about what's going on in sort of the more fey side of this whole area. So can I ask her? So this is obviously what happens in our sort of realm, our dimension. So in other realms, say in the prism, does this thing go to the Prismere?
The Feywild.
Yeah, from that part of
That's a part of.
yeah.
That's for you to find out.
Can you just point us in the right direction?
Yeah.
Great.
No.
I like her honesty.
So, but is there anything going on over there in terms of?
They've
Like
also
that,
they've got missing
yes.
adults.
Yeah, they've got missing adults, and we're missing children. So these are correlated. They're one and the same things going on over there and over here.
What happens in one world affects what happens in other worlds, and whether
True.
two worlds join, the effect will be greater.
So, if we were to go and visit the Feywilds, it's been a while.
It's been a while.
What would you recommend?
It's merely a hop, skip, and a jump from here.
God, you're so cryptic. I love it.
Where's the hopscotch?
Whilst there, so I was very in the background, literally going.
Just trying to.
So we're over here, right?
Yeah, we're in the feasting orchard.
Yeah.
What's this?
That's part of
yeah.
part of the feasting. It's a fish tent where they cook all the
Yeah,
cakes.
where's the one that looks like it's a portal?
Carousel.
I mean,
Not sure what this area is.
that's.
This has gone to the swans, but that's kind of
I think that's also that's just the
that's what I've
small
said. There's the
stalls
stalls.
stalls.
Yeah.
that you kind of did before you did. Yeah.
We haven't been to the mystery mine.
Yeah, that looks a bit.
Or the carousel, or even the dragonfly rides.
Well,
Or the swans, or the lake,
To be fair,
let's
or
go
the Pixie
not
Kingdom.
a fan of
for a
water.
ride on the carousel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Lovely meeting you, you cryptic bitch, you.
if I wasn't such having a food coma, I would have had a better conversation.
He says there will not be another one.
Well, there probably will be. I'll be back when I'm.
You walk away and she just sort of says, "Until next time."
What was that?
She introduced herself as Thumblestrum.
Thundercats are good.
As we move
That
in
sounds like-
to hour 7,
So what we need
If-
to-
effectively being the last, you have one more event you can go to.
I think the mystery mine, but it's the other side of this thing.
I like it. I like this one.
Let's go to the mystery mine. I mean,
But
that's where
yeah.
we're walking off to anyway.
Do you want to do it via that?
We haven't lost anything.
Speak for yourself.
Except for the last
Oh, well.
7 hours of our life.
I lost my sanity.
But I've been enjoying
Do
this
you ever really
carnival.
have that to begin with, though?
Wow.
See,
Yeah,
they
that's
tell
all.
me that I'm in the same category. We will head to the mine, the mystery mine.
We will go to the mines.
The mystery is, it's not a mine, it's a yours. We're in a mushroom field.
None of this is real.
What?
Propelled by magic, minecarts laden with fairgoers trundle into an opening carved like a dragon's mouth. The carts reappear moments later on the far side of the attraction, with the passengers expressing a mixture of bewilderment, fear, and excitement. Near the entrance, a male dwarf dressed like a wizard shouts, "Unlock the mysteries of your mine in the mystery mine!" He has bushy eyebrows and wears a pointed hat and holds a large clockwork contraption shaped like an eye.
Did you say unlock your mind in the mystery mine?
Yes.
He did.
Well, this seems like a good place for people to go missing.
Yeah. I say we go in.
Quick question. How many people sit in one of these?
Conveniently,
A party
4.
can get into one, yes.
So
Cool.
can I see one going in?
Mm-hmm.
How many was in there?
4.
And then how long does it take for them to get out the other side?
Seemingly about 2 minutes. A minute.
And is there 4?
Yes. They're saying 4 as well. That wasn't clear.
It's 1, but it's like an eldritch horror, but it's got a mask of a person on the front of it. Like,
And then you got like the photo booth next to him with Cthulhu behind him.
I was always here.
Okay.
I think we need to go on the ride.
Is there a you have to be this tall to
Tickets.
ride it?
Nope. It is indeed a ticket. You walk up and the dwarf introduces himself as Zephio, the creator of this.
Am I going
Okay.
to have a trippy experience?
Before he lets you go on the ride, he asks you to look through the eye contraption he's holding, which literally looks like an eye. You don't see anything, but he makes all of you do it before you're allowed to enter the ride.
Wow, that was amazing. What did you guys see?
What? What's the point of that?
No point at all.
What do you mean? You didn't see anything?
No.
I mean, I could
Oh,
cast detect magic on him, but that's probably pointless because it's
He's
gonna
definitely.
be magic.
Yeah.
There's a lot of... Yeah.
The dwarf just starts glowing in your face.
I'm gonna say cast detect magic, just everything. Boom, oh god.
The whole fair, you're just like, oh god, no!
Sort of the magical equivalent of a flashbang going off in your face. You're like, oh my god, the magic!
It's a roller coaster. It's not. I've just eaten.
It looks like it just goes on a straight plane.
Okay, fine.
Looks like it does.
I'll go behind all of you.
Do you all enter the ride?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
You enter the minecart and it sort of trundles, clacking along the rails as it descends into the dragon's mouth. As it goes in, the track disappears and the cart just falls straight through the air. Can everyone make a wisdom saving throw?
Oh, excellent.
Probably not.
You go for the unicorn dice.
Oh, DC 12, so I just need pass and
pass.
fail.
Oh, that's a 20.
Fail.
Yep, fail.
So as the cart starts plummeting down through the seemingly endless abyss, you
My
start
ears.
seeing shapes, figures that sort of represent various things. You see your father, the village that you grew up in, sort of your father's village, burning to the ground. So you pass or fail, sir?
I fail.
You fail. You see your father's village burning to the ground. You sort of see yourself being outcast from the rest of society. You failed?
Yeah, I failed.
Yeah.
I thought
You-
I turned the oven off.
You see yourself sort of just as a very old, decrepit man, just sort of sitting watching life pass him by, unable to actually interact with it. You're there, you can witness the events happening, but you can't.
Brain damage. Just have
You
these.
don't get to intervene.
Pass.
You pass. It's funny. You see the forest sort of burning. You see creatures dying.
Yes.
I passed the.
You
Can I
pass.
see?
Yeah.
Natural
Yeah,
20.
you are a druid. So that's probably bad.
Yeah. Natural 24, 20.
A desert becomes nice and watery and lots of... lots of
Natural
plant.
20, you literally just see the ride.
Yes, as you sort of fall,
Goblins behind the works
you
pulling
realise
up.
you are actually still on a track. You are perfectly safe. You can see sort of there is magical effects going round. You can sort of see what looks like your childhood home that's disappearing, and sort of all those childhood memories that are failing. But you can clearly see that it's the equivalent of like seeing behind the screen of a
Sock
puppet
puppets.
show.
Yeah.
As you can see that this is not true as well, but the two of you are convinced that your worst nightmares are becoming reality, that whatever you have feared, you are now living through. And can you each roll a d8, please?
All of us, yeah.
No, just the two that failed.
Okay.
No.
The two that failed.
Just the two that failed.
Ah, 4, yay! It didn't roll a 2.
Or a 6.
Cool. You are afflicted with nightmares for the next 4 days. You are afflicted
Sweet.
with nightmares for the next 6 days.
Joy! I don't need to sleep anyway!
Can you imagine if you're.
8.
The highest I've rolled on that the whole night as well.
And the ride comes to an end. Sort of, you emerge back at the sort of at the beginning of the ride. To you, it feels like it's been an hour to you. To two of you, it was quite pleasant. Really, it was sort of a thrilling roller coaster with twists, turns.
Great!
To two of you, you just basically been tortured for an hour.
Pull the Harrington up and say, why was it great watching my village burn?
What? Ah! It's not real! It wasn't real!
None of us are real.
Here come the cakes.
Bong.
But that moves us into hour 8 and the last hour of the WitchLight Carnival. And as you get off the ride, you can see that once again the general throng of people appears to be sort of moving towards the big top.
Hear me out.
Listening?
Last time there was a show in the Big Top,
Mhm.
it was Mr. Light dazzling everybody, but there was no sign of Mr. Witch.
So do you think it's going to be
It's
Mr.
not
Witch now?
Hmm?
As I say, from you've met him,
Yeah.
he doesn't come across as a performer.
He's more of a sit in the back office and count the money going, ha 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 kind of guy.
Yeah.
The old,
Maybe we go and have a conversation with him now.
the old white cat.
You don't give it the top. There's something going on in the top.
I grab hold of the Harrington's hand.
But I want to.
I mean, if that is other people are willing to, we can always go and have a word with him.
You haven't actually witnessed anything yet, though.
Well, we have witnessed something.
With the thing with the Hall of Mirrors.
Yeah, but that's one thing.
Or hey, Hall of Illusions.
This is the house.
We did.
I've just
And
been
we
shown
also
my worst
have been
nightmare,
given
but-
some
Well,
information
yes,
by
but that's the whole point of the
our
ride.
known
Yeah.
friend that
Is it?
our
It
was a
goals
mystery
are
mine.
aligned with the missing things and our goal of going to see Silverbeard.
Yeah, alright.
I give you a convincing.
Is there any kids walking
Make a
by?
persuasion check. You're actually pretty convincing. Yes, there are lots of children around.
I'll give the children the last of my tickets.
You can't. It's one ticket.
One ticket is
You
just.
can
you
give
can
them a
punch it
ticket,
off.
but you don't want to be caught without a ticket.
Oh, good point. Thank you for that.
Yeah. don't give
I'd
it.
slap his hand.
Oh, okay.
I think we should go and have words with our witch friend.
Yeah. Just go. So I blow up my rabbit pecs.
We'll make our way towards the staff area.
Make my way into walking fast.
I'm giving you, as you sort of walk to the staffing area, you see both Mr. Witch and Mr. Light enter the big top.
Oh, it's a big top it is, then, I suppose.
Or we could go and ransack their office.
You could do that.
So what you got?
I don't know how this can help, but you could do it.
I mean, I'm not fussed either way. We can go into the big top.
I think it's.
We can have a little looky around their area.
Well, it's the only really thing we were interested in was the watch which he's got on him.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we were pointing towards at least.
Is he wearing it now? Did we notice it as he went through?
It's always on him, so you would assume that. Given the carnival, so you were told the carnival
the
can't
chain's
work
attached.
without.
What? Right, sorry, help me out here. What do you want to watch?
I don't know.
It was leverage.
Yeah.
Never.
They need the watch to run the carnival. So if you have the watch,
They
you
can't
can
run
ask
the
them
carnival.
basically to do anything, and they will have to do it. Otherwise, they'll lose the carnival, or it won't run, which is kind of the same.
Ah, like my blackmail line.
thing. Yes, essentially blackmail or extortion, because the X makes it sound cool.
Okay, right.
I don't know that X-Men.
Well, I performed in the big top. I'm part of staff, right? So let's go through the staff entrance and we'll have a look.
I don't think we can go through the staff entrance, but I like your balls.
But I part of staff. I did it at the orchard.
I mean, is there security walking around? Have we noticed security?
he's the
or-
the
yeah,
bugbear.
Yeah. So he's happy
Yeah.
to let us.
I was going to say,
Yeah.
we know security, don't we? Yeah, let's go.
You probably could sneak through the staff entrance and into the big top if you would like.
I'm going to go in the normal way, but you sneak in.
Okay.
It's useful to have some insurrection in the crowd. Oh, hey, it's that crazy hair guy. Let's see if we can do it again.
You're going in different entrances to
Yeah.
do this. Okay.
However, what I will do is though I'm going to go. "Right, I can do this. I can really do this. Come on, I can do this. As I pump myself up with some bardic inspiration, I'm going to give myself a D6, just in case I need to roll some stuff. For 10 minutes, I have a D6 to roll. Come on, yeah, I've got this.
I'll give it to you for an hour, given all events are an hour.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, you take your seats sort of in the big top, wherever you're sitting collectively or not. The crowd is very cheerful. It's been a very good day at the carnival. it's not the best day they've ever had, but there's this general mood of frivolity that's in the air, and sort of a hush walks over the crowd as a displacer beast just sort of starts slowly padding across the main stage, so to speak, in the big top.
That's cool.
Joined very quickly by many more displacer beasts as they sort of walk very slowly, padding towards the centre of the big top. And they sit in a circle, sort of a perfectly symmetrical circle, all looking at them. And at this point, the crowd start to cheer as you see Mr. Light sort of walk out onto the stage with his sort of weather-vane sceptre that he's been holding, rotating sort of quite quickly as he walks up to one of the displacer beasts and sort of puts the sceptre over it to wait and listens to the roar of the crowd. Effectively, he's playing Duck Duck Goose with a displacer beast. So there's one real displacer beast that's trying to hide.
Ah, that's cool.
Doesn't
That
manage
one!
to do so.
It's that one!
There is the very much pantomime sort of calls going on from every aspect.
I'm pointing at the Harrington. It's that one!
It's supposed to be with bunny ears. My illusion is failing.
And then there's sort of another sort of 20 minutes or so of sort of other acts from the crowd that you hadn't got to see. So they roll, or rather you see Burley, the bugbear, sort of rolling in a giant sort of glass tank with what appears to be a mermaid in it, who starts singing, and sort of lights start appearing in the air around her. And as she sort of begins a gentle, sort of hollow mellow, Mr. Witch walks out into the centre of the arena, ring, whatever you
Ring,
ring.
yeah.
With sort of the box.
It is a 3-ring circus.
And in anticipation of what's about to happen, the crowd go completely silent with anticipation.
I realise I can't inspire myself. So I'll give it to the wizard.
It's fine.
Thank you.
I didn't want to say.
And the mermaid stops singing, and a very unnatural silence sort of hangs for a second in midair.
Do the roar.
Again, they are masters of showmanship. They know what they're doing in sort of a very precise, practiced way. Mr. Light sort of hands the box to Mr. Witch, who holds up sort of a gold crown from the box. It sort of instantly captures everyone's attention.
Oh, that one.
You can. And Mr. Light sort of just says in this sort of deep booming voice, "It's time to crown the monarch of the festival."
So, Early Andy says Tom equals nerd with regards minus Hagrid.
What?
That's the other Tom's brother. He's
Nerd with regrets minus Hagrid.
Or Hagrid is the nerd with regrets. With regards, sorry, not regrets. Nerd with regards, Hagrid.
Oh, he's calling himself Hagrid. Oh, right. Yeah. You're a nerd. How does that make you feel?
I mean,
If you wish to address
We're sat here playing D&D on a Saturday night.
Well, you're the one that got me playing
I have
Doctor
you know,
first,
I'm not a nerd.
I'm a geek. There's a big difference. Again, the crowd is now sort of starting to get a little bit more rowdy again, and Mr. Light just goes, "Who deserves to be crowned monarch?"
I cast Court of Cunning.
Okay, what's that?
It makes me the monarch. That's right, mixing up mine. monarchs.
Counterspell.
I literally stand up and go, me!
Does anyone else try and become the monarch?
I'm backstage, you know.
No, you'll be in the crowd. You
Okay.
just went in through a different entrance.
I
Yeah.
volunteer for tribute.
Don't listen to him. I'm walking over the people in front of me. You had me at crown.
Oh, don't give this man a cupcake.
Both make persuasion rolls, please.
Aww.
I was going to give you the D6. Hey! I think my possession's high.
Mine's only going to be like 9.
Where's my skills?
Well,
Yeah.
9.
22.
I mean, one of you makes a far more persuasive argument than the other.
Yeah.
You continue to try sort of walking down that you're somewhere across, whereas they...
I get caught in all the children in front of me. God damn it. Why couldn't you have been kidnapped?
On a cheap bang bang.
as the Harrington sort of, I imagine, actually bouncing up and down in his seat. Mr. Light sort of turns and points his weather vane scepter at you, and it starts spinning very fast. And he says, will you please make your way to the centre of the ring?
That's what I'm trying to do.
Not
He
you.
was talking to me, not you.
Being held back by all these kids.
As I'm bouncing down, I'm looking at you guys going, come back, right? Boing, boing, boing.
That crown splits into 4 pieces.
As I'm going down, do I see, is it Witch?
Which is the one who is called you to the
So they're both in the centre of the ring.
Which
both-
is the
they're
one
both in the
holding
centre
the
of the
crown, and Light is the one who I think pointed.
Yeah, so
Orating.
the accountant one is the one with the crown. Light's the one with the entertainer's the one with the staff that pointed to you.
Yeah.
Did you go to the centre?
Oh yeah. I love a stage.
Tap your way to the middle.
On the knee. Ah.
Performance check, I'll give you advantage.
All I can imagine.
Holy sugar.
Yeah, okay, so
So a 20 or a 19?
Oh,
Plus
I'll go with
5. Yeah, 5, yeah.
All I imagine is the Harrington in a pair of red overalls.
Yeah.
He played patty cake with my wife.
Oh, sorry, I've caught up with you now. Yeah, took me a moment.
Shave and a haircut. 2 bit.
Is that a rabbit in your jacket or are you just a piece of seaweed?
So as you sort of approach the centre of the ring, what do you do for the
I'm
performance?
round the crowd up, you know. I'm like, go on, everyone. Yeah.
They love you.
Slowly reminding everybody without making it seem like you reminded them. You're a cupcake eating church.
I'm a cupcake, and I'm also a rhyming genius, lyrical genius.
He recites his poem.
Oh yeah, full volume.
That's where I recite that.
A full volume as you walk.
Carrot in the butt. I mean, no, that's not right.
Pretty close actually to what I remember it being. You walk to the centre, towards the centre, and you sort of see the various performers sort of from the various stages, sort of throwing garlands of flowers at you. As the crowd are chanting, did you give them a name to chant? Did you tell them your name? They are screaming, they are chanting, Acton, 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 as you...
Kill him. Kill him.
Acton, Spitfire.
I'm fine with that.
As Mr. Witch places the crown on your head, the butterfly wings that you were wearing,
That are flapping like really big.
they become real.
Ooh.
The straps disappear; they sort of fuse to the
They're trying to
the
kill
back
him.
of your body. now can for an hour you can charm yourself to give yourself a +5 bonus on all charisma-based checks and flying equal to your walking speed.
Right, so
After you have used this 3 times, you can't use it anymore.
for an hour,
Put the
So
wings.
3 times
The wings
for
are
1 hour.
permanent.
3 times.
You can give yourself a +5 to all charisma-based ability checks, and you can use it 3 times. And you can fly as well. Which is the second time you've been granted flight, I think.
And I assume that once he's used his 3rd time, the wings are still there, but he can't use them for flying. They're
If
just
you want,
permanent.
Oh, Be a great bar conversation.
I bet you. You've never seen a rabbit like me.
As you are, as you're crowned, the mermaid starts breaking into song again. There's a big, enormous fireworks display, and you're effectively given a lap of honour around the circus.
Is the witch next to me?
The Witch and Light are sort of, yeah, they're both next to you.
You can try.
In the middle of the ring in front of everyone.
That's a nice watch.
I don't think I'm confident.
Oh, they're all looking at me.
I'm starstruck. Never had this happen to me
The
before.
mermaid starts singing, "Here he comes, Mr. WitchLight Carnival."
And then they all come out and drag.
But with that, the carnival begins to draw to a close. The final act of the big tent is finished. The crown is taken back from you, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
The wings and the gift are permanent, well, permanent-ish, but the crown is taken back.
Where's Mr. Security Bugbear at this moment in time?
They're all in all of the main sort of performance
Yeah.
acts and everything are sort of in the big top. The Witch and Light is sort of walking back off towards the bugbear.
Whilst all of this is happening, could I have made my way towards him to just have a quick little conversation
Yeah,
with him
if you wanted to.
about how maybe we could stay on after the closing and snoop around? Wink, wink, Mr. Head of Security. Wink, wink.
We're new security.
Right.
After spasming slightly in front of the head of security, he just sort of gives you a very stern look and says, "You're free to do that, but I would highly warn against it."
Set tasers to stun.
There's me here on the crowd, still starstruck, and you go, "Did you get to watch?" Go, "Oh, damn it! I knew I forgot something."
What are the other two of you doing?
I'm just happy with life. I want something.
Oh my god.
I've won several things today.
Oh my god.
We're famous. Can I give me a job?
I'm going to cast my eye over the crowd and just see what they're doing.
By and large, most of the crowd appears to be sort of funneling out, leaving. A few people are sort of staying. You see there are sort of crying kids sort of saying, "I don't want to go, mummy."
There's a few gremlins putting sacks over kids and walking away.
But there is one person who is sort of still sitting very still in the crowd, sort of watching you watch the crowd.
Who's that?
Thumblewick. You recognise her.
Something not right about that one. She fancies me.
I mean,
Sorry
that's
to
now,
him, but sure.
that's now, that's
Yeah,
now
she's looking at me. But
3 of us that she's given bedroom eyes to.
I'm alright with that.
Are you doing anything specific? Literally.
He's still trying to stand up from his chair.
Can I walk out to the front entrance, call my owl for a minute, and tell it to go up and have a little bit of a look round as I just look through its eyes a little bit and see if I can see anything happening elsewhere on the carnival side?
Again, it looks like it's the end of the evening. some of the performers or circus employees are sort of going back to their various stalls to close them down.
Right.
There's sort of a big trail of people sort of flocking
Yeah.
this way to get out. It is quite late at night as well. Carnival started in the early evening. It's been going for 8 hours, so that didn't feel like 8 hours, but it's happened.
It felt like 3 years.
Didn't happen in
You were
mine.
lucky.
I'm going to go up to Thumblewick.
Thumblewick.
Bumblefuck. That's
I'm-
with 3 C's.
I would say you're more than you appear to be, but I'm not sure what you appear to be.
I hoped I could have said the same about you, but you appear to still be at the carnival. Come on then, let's go find your friends. And sort of just begins sort of pushing you to say, let's go find the others.
I'm famous.
As you mentioned, you meet up, sort of the whole party gets back together, sort of off to the side
Yeah,
of
yeah.
the tent.
What's
Yeah.
the opposite side of the entrance? Of
Yeah,
the,
sort of out of the throng of people, and you're all sort of looking down on this tiny little gnome who's looking
Yes.
up at you. You're more at eye level.
You are more than aware that Carnival is not why we are here. This
Yes.
is merely a way to what we want.
Yes, I would have thought you'd have figured it out by now. I mean, I paid for your entrance to the carnival, but you didn't take it. I gave you clues, but you didn't follow them. The carnival's closed, and you're still here.
What?
Yes, you paid for your entrance. You could have asked and gone for free.
No, we pay for our own.
Well, the carnival got twice on all of
These
your
are
entrance.
yours. Like, throw my ticket in her face.
As you go to throw your ticket, sort of it turns into a bat in midair and sort of flies off between the two of you.
You wouldn't.
It's like, oh.
You wouldn't happen to have a tattoo under your eye, would you?
I am not Zeron. You can do a
Say
perception
that
check.
again.
I am not Zeron.
I believe.
Telling the truth. But I think it's high time you lot were on your way.
I don't want to go home.
Who said you were going home? Well, actually, you are going home.
You're the only one of us who is.
Yeah, the other three aren't. You are going home.
My village burned down.
Sorry about that.
You fired.
And she sort of begins strutting off towards the Hall of Illusions.
Okay. That seems like a valid place to hide a portal, right?
I now start doing this over her face. Does she look like she should have worn a pig mask?
I was just thinking.
It's not. Do you follow her?
Yeah.
So you follow her to the Hall of Illusions, and she walks straight down to the very same mirror where you saw the halfling in the altercation with the woman in the pig mask.
I want to know if the other bloke got. If she said yes, I want to know if she said yes.
She did.
She did.
This just in. She said yes.
Breaking news.
At the carousel.
She stands in front of the mirror and says, "Hither, thither, here and there, wander yonder, show me where." And the mirror turns into a swirling blue portal. Oh, what are you waiting for? Go on.
You guys coming?
I'll go
sorry.
first.
I'm already through.
Yeah.
Who's the last through the portal?
Probably me because I'm the slowest.
All you hear is suckers.
As the three of you sort of step through the portal, and she grabs you as you're about to step through,
Break a hip.
and just says, "Mind the rule of 3, past, present, and future," and then pushes you through the portal.
Oh.
We didn't hear that, right?
No,
No.
Only
just he did.
Cool. Say what now?
Oh, sorry, one more line. Find the alicorn and free the dormant queen at last.
Fucking alicorns.
Right.
Do you know what an alicorn is?
You didn't hear it.
No, no.
No.
Not off the top of my head. I'm really crapping it.
It's
Oh, Flappy Birdie thing.
Pegasus unicorn.
Okay. Just give me a picture, I'll understand it.
Find the alicorn and set free the dormant queen at
It's a
last.
flying narwhal.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Narwhals are just vagrant sea unicorns, though.
There we go.
And that horn's a tooth. It's the horn, it comes through all the way through, it's a tooth.
That just sounds unpleasant.
You need to go see a dentist.
There we go.
Is that a reasonable place for us to stop this evening?
It is, and you all level up to level 2.
You all have up
Hey.
to 12.
For game mechanic purposes, you also gain the benefits of a long rest, should
Mhm.
you need it.
I don't think we've actually used anything.
I used it something, but
Well, apart from the custard damage.
But that is where we will end this
Yeah.
evening, and
Uh-huh.
we will pick up wherever the portal takes you. Wendy's.
So-
It's Wendy's.
What we'll do is that, so that's the end of the session tonight. We will pick up again next Saturday at 6:30. It's going to become a regular thing. Next Saturday we're definitely on, and then it's the Saturday after.
Yep, so it's the, not next
19th?
Saturday, Saturday after,
Oh,
I
19th.
can't play.
Yeah, 19th.
19th I can't play, and then 26th.
The bank holiday, I'm at
Yeah.
the asylum.
So next week will be session as normal, but then the next 2 after that, maybe we might run a one shot. We might do sort of a little something to fill in the gap whilst we're getting over the humps of people's schedules. But thank you very much, everybody, for tuning in. We're going to end here with another little advert for next Sunday.
pleasure.
And then we'll see you all hopefully tomorrow for some Magic the Gathering. Those of you who want to watch Magic the Gathering. We're going to do some spell table games. So here's our advert before we go.